Everyone, welcome back again. We are live with some Monday night scrims for you guys. Of course, this is OUTcast Scrim Season 2 brought to you by HyperX. This is VooDooClaps, and I'm joined over here by none other than MŠF Pickford. What is up, my man? How you doing?
Voodoo, how are you doing? We're about to start the fourth week. We're about to hit the halfway mark this week. By the end of this week, we'll know exactly where everyone's at halfway through this Season 2. It is very, very close. Let's put it this way. If you went through all the teams 1 through 16 and said, you know what's the average difference? You're looking at an average of about 10.5 points between each rank. Some more, some less, but on average, the average team is about 10.5 points ahead of the team in front of them. So, like with that said, one team has a good night, one team has a bad night, and we can really see a lot of changes, including right at the very top, 1 and 2, SpaceX with 186 points. Right behind them, Thirsty for P, 167 points. That's only a 19-point difference that is easily made up in one night.
Oh, absolutely, and this could be that one night that could actually count for the difference at the halfway mark of this scrim season. Today, we have 4 matches lined up for you guys. It's a Wrangle, Miramar, Sandhawk, and another Wrangle match to close it off. And let's take a quick look down towards the top fragger for last week. What's going on over there, Pick?
So right now, if you're looking at the fraggers, the current up to state is fragger of the week was Jordan from some new team called Meeseeks that nobody's ever heard of. This guy comes in here, and he is every match he's played in, he is just dominating for that all last week. If you look at the fraggers of the week, we got 3 now. Trick has been fragger of the week with 38, Freakish with 35, and now Jordan comes in here with 33 points. And just for how that kind of works, I mean that is about 11. That's what divided by 4 is 8, almost 9 kills a match. If you can average 9 kills over like 3 levels at like Crown, you're pretty damn good. And so he's doing this in these scrims, so Jordan has just been smoking it so far that he's been in here. But with this said, is that going to keep going on? Is he going to keep playing that? I've seen that he's gone from that Forsaken Red team. He's moved up to that A team, that for the Forsaken Gaming now with Trick, Jonica, Jordan, and now Bullet from Accelerate. That is a pretty stacked team.
That is indeed a badass looking squad, my friend. But to your point, where Jordan did move over to the Forsaken Gaming main team, he has been playing with that team in the BC scrims over Friday and Saturday night. So they've had pretty good synergy together as well, shitting on teams left and right. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do in this game, especially when Jordan coming off of Fragger of the week and week number 3 with Forsaken Gaming Red. Let's see if he's going to do the same with Forsaken Gaming this time, though.
And so far, the fraggers through 3 weeks, Trick's still up there on top with 101 kills. Drago in second with 26. And in third place is Peep, also from Forsaken Gaming. Now, Peep is on that B team. He's number 3 fragger overall, but because that A team is so stacked with Trick, Jonica, Jordan, and Bullet, Peep, the number 3 killer, has to be on the B team. That tells you how good that Forsaken team is. But we'll be talking to Peep and the guys from Forsaken Gaming Red, because they've come in, kind of showed up. They showed up with Jordan, and now they've really been running roughshod, doing very, very well as a team that came in late in the season, but they've still got themselves up to, if I look as of right now, they've got themselves up to 12th place. I think also in 12th place, but I think they missed the first week and a half. So it tells you that they're just rocketing up the scores, and they're going to be a team that obviously need to be dealt with as the season goes on.
We will definitely see that, and it'll be nice to get some insight from Forsaken Gaming Red team right there with Peep and Payne joining us later on to see how that transition from main team and then to the B team, and then having all these new people come on in, and how the team really adjusts to that. Is we will have some more insight from Forsaken Gaming Red later on, but right now, looking at the lobby right here, 87 people in already. Look at that stacked lobby on the screen right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, you look at these kills. I told you before it was about 10.5 points separating each rank for the teams. If you look at the top 20 killers, it's only averaging about 3.5 kills separating each rank. Now, yes, obviously, first place, that's 26 kills. That's huge. But if you go down the ranks, it's very, very close. And if you can frag out and get yourself big kills, the average person is only about 4 kills ahead of you in that rank. And as you go on, there's a lot of prizes in the top 10, the top 5, top 4 for All-Star team. So people are going to be really trying to move that. Right now, that the All-Star team of the top 4 teams would be right now Trick at 101, Drago at 75, Peep at 68, and Legato at 66. And it would pretty much be the Forsaken Gaming SpaceX team, because that would be the 2 teams that are represented in this in that All-Star, the best 4 fraggers so far through week 3.
Taking a quick look down for some of our clips of the week. Okay, this ought to be fun. Let's take a quick look over here. What's going on? We got Autobots' Jake trying to get a squad wipe going, but he just cannot make it and gets taken out by a 4v1. That was asking a little too much from the guy anyway, but not to say he's not able to.
Oh, this was awesome. I remember seeing this, yes. This is SpaceX.
Yes, it is. Giuliani.
Going through and squad wiping from up on the second floor by himself.
Right. Giuliani already got 2 down. Actually, 3 down for SpaceX, and that is probably the last 1v3 he had up in his hands, and man, did he take it head on. And here comes the final push. Hendricks versus Giuliani. Comes around through the window. Down he goes. What a play. What a play for the game.
Awesome. Yeah, I love how he didn't rush down those stairs right off the bat when he got those couple knocks.
Absolutely.
He did just he got healed up a little bit. He listened for some footsteps, figured out his best idea where they were, and was able to take care of them.
Oh my God.
Who is this? Who just got? Is that someone getting run over?
That's CEO of OUTcast Esports, Brownie himself, getting run over by FG Gold.
Oh, that's just. But then Gold does get knocked. But I'm sure Gold was well worth it to run over.
Totally.
Run over Brownie in the middle of the field.
I bet Clown was laughing his ass off while he was playing for Forsaken Gaming last game. Oh, here's that save from last week's Monday Sandhawk game. Oh my God, that was insane. GME took a little too long, but Zeno, the save on Dodger, insane.
This is so this way he could have thirsted him all these times. He went and picked something up and got knocked by Zeno out of nowhere. And this shot by Zeno was so far away that they actually pop him enough to get him knocked. And I bet you if they had gone back, because he went around, he picked up 2 or 3 things, looked around in the corner, and then tried to thirst him. And if he had just thirsted him right off the bat, you would have had him. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
Dodger was very, very happy that he didn't thirst him. He was able to pick him back up.
Well, there's that thing. Like, if you're gonna thirst someone, just thirst them. Don't play around, because it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass.
Exactly.
Those were some fun moments from last week. Let's see if we can capture some for this week. But
hey, go ahead and get in there. If you're watching the game, you see something great, just clip it. C-Dub goes through there afterwards and puts together the best ones. Or if you have your own, you're recording it yourself, and you have a nice little 15-second clip or whatever, send it in to C-Dub. Just give him a link to either your YouTube or your Insta or whatever it is, and give him a clean copy of that footage, and he'll make sure we put it in the pregame show.
Well, you guys now know what to do. Pickford telling y'all exactly how to get some more clips in, and we'll obviously feature them next week, or well, the next time we are online. But right now, looks like game 1 is a go. Starting off with a Narangal FPP match. Let's take a look at what these teams are planning on right now. Take us through the teams right here, man. What are we looking at? Well, C-Dub's going to solo it, as obvious.
C-Dub's is going to go there. He's going to go get himself some sunlight. Then you have OUTcast Bravo, a team currently in, or I could say Alpha, a team currently in 10th place. The number 3 spot, Bravo, that's in 11th place. You have 10 HP, Misfire, Ares, Menafor, Bravo. You have Forsaken Gaming, Red. You have then in spot 10, Autobots, 11. You have
Unzipped, is it?
Spot 11. Unzipped.
Yep.
Number 12, spot 12, Mobile Warriors. Spot 13, the great state of New Hampshire. And then as you go down to 14 villains. 15, we have Aurora. 16, we have Just for Fun. 17, Forsaken Gaming, the main team. 18, we have Tequila Shots. 19th, Tasty for P. 20th, Meeseeks Academy, 21st, SpaceX, 22, Quackfu, 23, Cosmo Esports, 24, the Embassy, and 25, Blunt Trauma Esports. And this is not a good play path, I do not think, for a large play, for a large thing. I mean, right now, what's going to do is people are just going to jump 1,500 meters, and they're going to get up in Georgia Pool, up across the bridge, right on that bridge, down to Rosshawk, to school, down to Shelter, down to Milta. It's going to be a straight line that's 1,500 meters away from the plane path. So unless you're going to jump to the other side, which we've seen teams that Autobots likes to jump there, Aurora likes to jump there. So a lot of teams that won't be able to get to where they want to go to. But what happens? They drop looking for a vehicle. That's when you see 2 or 3 teams drop at the same place looking for that same vehicle. And that's where anarchy breaks out. Somebody gets run over, somebody gets shot, somebody gets punched to death, and the anger level just goes from there.
It sure does, but right now, taking a look at the drop from a horrible plane pad, let's just put it like that, we got some early drops. Cosmos is landing in C-Block military base, and they are going to be challenged by MO4 down by the ATC and the factory building. They're not close enough to get in the fight right off the go, but they are aware of each other's position for sure. We got SpaceX over by the east side in Noble crates. Misfire Ares decided to float all the way across. NAH North Hampshire is also trying to go across into Milta. MO4 Black Team, on the other hand, trying to get some more placements further north. As you can see, the north side of the map, northeast side of the map, completely empty. No one going there at all. So any team rushing over there could be in for a lot of loot, but at the same time, that hard shift of zone is not helping them either. Zone shifted further down south.
That Georgia Pool was going to be a terrible place to go. I would never have gone there because it's just jam-packed with death. If I was on this East Coast, I might just decide we're gonna keep the entire first zone in the blue looting because we have this whole area to ourselves. And just stay in the blue because there's going to be a lot of death and murder in South Georgia, North Georgia. And those are high-quality teams. The Embassy, Oracle, Forsaken Gaming, Villains, Quackfu, all teams in the top 10 currently. So if 2 or 3 of those teams get knocked out, that can really have an effect on the scores.
It sure can. It's not looking like there are going to be any firefights anytime soon. However, Quackfu did lose a member early on to Meeseeks. So they're going to have to play it really, really passive and really careful and try to find a way out of here, especially with the zone forcing everyone south. They have a good opportunity to come out without a firefight, without losing any more members than they have to. They are already down to a 3-man squad at this point. On the other hand, Villains are probably going to be done looting George crates pretty soon, and they're going to be pushing up on both Meeseeks and Quackfu as well, unless they do decide to get an early zone as well. And as I say that, Trex gets another one down. Quackfu's Archangel gets caught by Trex's Uzi shots, and he goes down. Quackfu is not in the best of position right here. 2 down, 2 up, and 8-Bit gets lit up as well. Bruce Lutz this time spotting him with his M4 red dot sight.
And not only that, we have all these people going to have to push down. This is obviously going to be a military finish. Who's camping these boats? Who's camping these bridges? How are people going to get on this military base?
Oh, that is definitely going to be interesting, especially with the Primorsk zone. We already know that Aurora loves dropping down in Primorsk, and that is probably going to be crucial because a lot of teams are going to be going down to Primorsk and trying to go all the way around into the Millibase Island. Right now, Bruce Lutz pushing with no care whatsoever. Quatch going down as well. 8-Bit, the last one up for the team, and he will be getting pushed on hard. It is a 1v4 for 8-Bit, but it doesn't look like he is in the best of positions to take it head on either. This is not looking great.
We talked about this earlier, Voodoo. Bruce Lutz, one of the greatest CQC players I've ever seen. This is the one guy out of anybody, including Trick, I don't want to see in a house-to-house battle with me. He's that good.
He definitely is. I've seen him time and time again in our own scrims, and also played with him a couple of times. He's got some really, really good plays. He knows where to go, where not to go, what side to take, and just as I say it, down and out goes 8-Bit as well. Savage with those final kills. Quackfu coming out first this match. Not the way they wanted to start tonight's games, but this is the way they're going to have to start. They're going to have to regroup. They're going to have to reassess their positions and probably come out with a better strategy than this one, because this one clearly did not work whatsoever. Down by Primorsk, however, we still have that battle between Aurora and OUTcast Bravo team. OUTcast Bravo are all 4 strong right now. Aurora, however, did lose Mia early on, so they have a 3v4. Not the best of odds to fight against a team like OUTcast Bravo. power right here. They got Snuggles, Crispy Goose, and of course Viz in their team.
Played so strong so far this season. Voodoo currently in 11th place, only 2 points behind OUTcast Alpha, and only 6 points out of the top 10. A team that we saw that was pretty much the laughing stock in Season 1, coming together and just destroying it. And I tell you what, I don't think 11th is great. We've had 34 teams come in here. So the fact that you're 11th out of 34 teams that have played here tells me that you're in that top third. That's pretty impressive, if you ask me.
It absolutely is. Also impressive is how Aurora has been playing over and over again, week after week, day after day. They have proven their worth as well, dropping in Primorsk every single time and challenging every single drop coming against them. They've been doing pretty well as well. Let's see how they play.
Aurora is a team that just needs a couple of good. They're currently outside of the top 17. They currently need one or two good matches, put together one strong scrim, and they're going to be right back in the top 15, if not top 10.
They sure will be. However, right now we have quite a fight brewing up on our hands. Forsaken Gaming has pushed up on BTE. On the other hand, we got Tequila Shots down by the middle of the bridge, and now with Forsaken Gaming pushing up, they get to breathe a sigh of relief, and they are able to smoke out of there, and they will be holding off across the bridge pretty soon. Whichever teams win among these two, Team 25 and Team 17, Forsaken Gaming and BTE, will be heading straight into Tequila Shots' bridge camp. Here comes Bullet from XLR8 pushing up as well. Jonica and Jordan already all up in BTE's business. Savus is holding wide off the coast. Noah holding off the coast as well. Anorich the only one inside a hardcover compound, but I don't think that compound does much. Anyway, Trick is still holding off on a distance, still trying to find out if any of BTE members do decide to flank away from it. But right now,
I'll tell you what, Voodoo, in this match, you could not pay me enough to go buy a bridge. I'm looking for a boat as far away from this bridge as I can find. Both those bridges are nothing but death areas. Yeah, I mean, both bridges. I'm looking at 3-4 teams. Just go away from the bridges.
That was a quick wipe. As soon as Forsaken Gaming started pushing up, that was over. And down.
Well, look at that team.
BTE. I know, right?
I mean, look at that team. You got Meeseek, Jonica, Trick, Meeseeks, Jordan, and Bullet from Accelerate. I mean, come on.
That is a goated team.
If I run on that team, I'm running the opposite way. I'm just saying. There's no dishonor in fighting for another day.
None whatsoever. Especially when we're talking about 23 teams still alive. All of these placement points do count towards the end, so it's much better to actually secure some placement points if you're not going to be able to take that team head on. Just move away, decide when, or rather pick what fights you can take, and don't go head on into every single fight that you can look for. This is not a classics.
We're going to talk to the king, one of the best IGLs I've ever seen staying alive. That's Prod from 10 HP. He's going to be coming on tonight, talking to us about that 10 HP style. We can see that they have very few kills to get themselves to the top 10 over and over again. How do they do it? Prod, because of his IGL rotation skills, seems to always be able to get his team in those final circles with 4 players. They don't get a lot of kills, but they get those placement points week in, week out.
And we have seen 10 HP play those coast games quite well over the last few weeks and over the last season as well, essentially. But here it is, 10 HP one more time, using the coast to their benefit, and gonna be holding off ridges, trying to get as many angles off, maybe even catch a couple of people driving around in a boat trying to cross over to the safe zone. But right now they've positioned themselves quite out in the open. I'm not gonna lie, it is a dangerous position to be in. If you get knocked, it is gonna be a hard day's work to defend any pushes coming in. But right now they don't seem like they're gonna be challenged anytime soon, as these teams still trying to rotate their way into better position. Forsaken Gaming, on the other hand, has crossed over unchallenged. I did believe that Tequila Shots would have held that bridge off, but it looks like they did not want none of those fights, and they just bugged out as soon as they could, and they're gonna be holding off the south coast of Millibase Island. FBO's Truny is way away from his team. He's got to be careful as Mobile Warriors push up on him from the coast as well. They just swam their way across from Ferry Pier, not too far behind our Autobots, following suit, trying to cross over as well.
If those mobile warriors, if they get over there, they can just camp that whole side of the bay. They get a lot of kills because a lot of teams are going to wait till the blue comes over and try to swim over there. You already see Autobots on the pier getting ready for it. You see Unzip driving around in a boat. If you can get up on that hill up where Truny, where mobile warriors is, that is a great spot to just pick off players left and right as they come across that water.
Oh, absolutely. For this zone, that is a great spot to be in. And MOW looks like they're going to capitalize on that spot for sure. Oh, well.
A lot of these teams now, yeah, if they can get up there. But with that said, now a lot of teams like, how are we going to get across? Those teams that have kind of delayed their rotation across, that are still up there, that are outside the zone, they're thinking, not only is it going to be hard to get across the bridge, all the little compounds in the zone by the bridge are probably taken. So where are those teams going to go that are late to the party and rotating in now?
Oh, it's going to be a hard decision for them to make for sure, because it looks like Forsaken Gaming has taken over that west side bridge, and we have at least 2 clans right now trying to get across. Aurora has moved their way into the gas station by the west bridge. On the other hand, Villains have taken over the west bridge compound as well, looking over, or rather looking down at Ferry Pier, trying to blow off some tires off of that Dacia, but no one's in there, man. They already moved out. Villains don't know that. They have no idea what they're up for as they try to move into the zone. As they try to cross over, they're gonna be met with a brutal Forsaken Gaming squad right there. We got Jordan leading, Jonica and Trick holding down the mid. Accelerate Bullet is way out.
Look at that. Autobots are about to run right in. Autobots are trying to swim over right by those little warrior guys. I wonder if they're going to run into each other.
Oh, they are definitely going to run into each other. Mobile Warrior, however, it doesn't look like they've still found out a way to get up there. And they're still swimming across. Good on them that they're still in zone and they can probably do the shenanigans as much as they want. Also, Doa on top just got spotted a couple times. A couple shots popping in the direction. I think it was Truny who spotted him. So Doa decides to fall back as well. It would be pretty obvious
if
that
he
Doa
would just look. If you would just look out of the water, the entire Autobots team is out there just waiting to get popped. And he's so focused on getting shot that he's not looking behind him to see that whole Autobots team swimming in. Looks like Villains tried to make it across that bridge and learned a terrible lesson.
He was not going to be able to make that 1v4. Viz did try his best. It did take a second too long. I wasn't expecting OUTcast Bravo to hold off anymore, especially when we came in with 2 knocks on them already. But hey, good on Wiz for even trying for a 1v4. Good stuff, my man. Down by the Millie Base Island, however, looks like Forsaken Gaming has pushed straight up on MO4, and MO4 is not in the greatest of spots either. Forsaken Gaming with a high ground. Jordan drives straight through and he catches that sniper tower as well. He's gonna be that flank that Forsaken Gaming needed much right now. Trick is probably gonna be holding off that bridge, and yes, he does indeed, dropping a couple of shots down on Freakish. This is week 1's Fragger of the Week fighting it off against week 2's Fragger of the Week right now. Freakish coming out on top, though. He gets that drop, or actually Vena gets that drop as Freakish was healing off. Now, this is a 4v4 if I've ever seen one. Jordan catches Real Deal out in the open, almost dropping him down, but not enough, not yet. He's going to switch that 6 times on the K9, trying to spot Freakish across. He does. Down he goes. What a clean headshot by Jordan. Trick is picked up as well. Bullet and Trick might push up right now with that first knock. Real Deal is already out of the equation with being on that wide flank away from the team across the road. Jonica will hold that push if Real Deal does decide to do so, but XLR8 and Trick are probably gonna make that push happen from the west side as Jordan keeps dropping shots in on Freakish and Vena. Let's see how this turns out. 19 teams are still alive in this game. 71
19
people.
teams. It was 16 minutes in, and now these teams, looks like a lot of teams will be able to find a way. And can that Forsaken Gaming red team and that Me6 team down still over there on the other side be able to get in? Bruce Luck's still out in the blue. Looks like that Forsaken Gaming red team is going to get across. It looks like the rest of the teams have found a way at least to get across the bridge. We have to see now once they get, now that that Misfire team gets to the zone, you have Ghost Billy Elite way out there. They're actually swimming around outside of without a boat, and so all the teams are able to get in the zone.
SpaceX is holding off that east side bridge.
Oh, and here comes the embassy, but they roll right on the other bridge, roll right into SpaceX.
Yep, they do. Clown is still holding inside the bridge, and he's able to drop slingshot down. Kiro still driving across, but gets caught with that MK spray. Down he goes.
Metaphor right behind.
There's the third one down. Extreme goes down as well. Clown with a 3-piece already. One more up, but he's already crossed over, so he's probably going to drive all the way across and try to get that zone for the placement points. There he goes on top of the hill.
And right behind him, Metaphor's coming right down.
Oh my god, this is not looking the greatest. Clown, if he is able to get another couple of knocks, he's going to be looking good right now. Clown still holding. There comes Kush. Shots on J10 down. Kush drives across, and he is met with SpaceX's Hulk and Daddy Goto, but somehow Kush survives that. Elma Mott holds off, deciding not to drive in, instead goes right around, and down goes Kush as well. Finally, Elma Mott and Dark J still up for MO4 Black Team. Let's see how they play this. They have moved out of the bridge. They
turned around and went back the way they came to the blue. They said, we'd rather die to the blue than you guys. We got to figure out another way. They're going to go, I'll tell you what, if they have the health, they can rotate around to the other bridge. They could get across that other bridge.
That is a long rotation.
It is a long rotation, though. You are right, sir.
That would be a hard push, especially given
that.
And
look at this circle. This circle is what, at least a third, if not a half of this next circle is in the water. So there's not a lot of land in this next circle for all these teams.
Oh no! Quite as expected, Forsaken Gaming did push up on this side, and Real Deal being across the road, as I predicted, was not gonna be able to play any roles in that fight, and he did not really. With 3 men down already, Real Deal has a 1v4 up in his hand. Did drop a couple of good shots down on Jordan, but wasn't enough to drop him down, and now is getting pushed on 1v4. Real Deal down to about 40%. And down he goes in the end. Trick with that Uzi shot. MO4 is out. 18th position.
Forsaken Gaming already has 10 kills.
Oh my god.
Already. So they're already capping off, doing some real damage.
They sure are.
Look at all these teams all these teams on the edge trying to get in. This Misfire team is going to be very careful. They just came on, but as soon as they come up this cliff, every little nook and cranny on this cliff is taken by a team. So to be very careful on this rotation. As Misfire does make it in, they got to zip to their right and tequila shots to their left. So they got to if they get tucked in there, good for them. But they have to get in there and get down and make sure that they're not peeking or getting themselves hit, because they're gonna have shots going from both directions.
Bro, Vincent has it the worst, really. Like, the last man up for his team, and he is pinched between Misfire, like about 100 meters on his east.
You're all right.
He's got tequila shots 100 meters on his vest, and he is about to
He's
pinched.
just prone. He's just prone. He's like, please don't see me here. Please.
If he survives this 4v4, I'm giving him the MVP if there was one. He is winning.
I tell you what, you know, everybody on his team is like, just don't move, dude. Just don't move. Just stay right there. They don't see you. Don't do anything.
Yep. Well, let's see if that strategy works for Vincent and he is able to secure some placement points or not. But meanwhile, Forsaken Gaming right off another wipe are going to drive straight into the coast as well. They're going to take off at a compound just about on the west side of the Millie Base Island. And looks like they are close enough to Mobile Warriors as well. Tequila shots might be spotted as well. What a great position to be in for Forsaken Gaming right now. The one compound that was not occupied, they just come in and take over, and now they are in a good position against literally every team around them.
And now Misfire, they are the team almost to like the farthest to the east. Unzipped is coming in. Unzipped is going to stay right on the edge, but now they're going to have to block SpaceX and New Hampshire and GME as they all come in.
They will indeed, and looks like MO4 Black did take that boat advice and did come in the zone, and just as they were about to get spotted by Meeseeks Academy on top, they get off that boat, they try to swim into the zone, but let's see how this turns out. Not the greatest off spots to be in. Forsaken Gaming Red still trying to swim their way across into the zone as well, but they have Meeseeks Academy who've placed themselves on top of the hill that you were talking about earlier, Pickford.
And now this SpaceX team, they're driving by. They're getting hit by so many. They're getting hit by both Unzipped and Misfire. Put some rounds up there. It looks like they are going to be able to make it through. They're able to dip in between the two of them. Although Daddy Clown is kind of trapped in his vehicle. He got out of his vehicle before it blew up.
And that does take away a lot of attention from the rest of the team as they rotate in. If they can get a better position and draw some suppressing fire down on Misfire Ares, Clown might have his chance to go get away from this one as well. But as of right now, it doesn't look like it's working in his favor because we got Unzipped coming in from behind. Looks like they're just biding their time. They're not even popping any shots. They're like, we're going to let him do his shit.
Now Forsaken, Misfire, and Tryhard are all in that perfect spot along with Vincent. They're all the only ones in the zone, and still half of this zone is in the water. So although it is going to go down to the 5th zone, it's pretty much going to be like the 7th zone in regards to the amount of space that's available for these teams because so much of it's in the water.
Oh, we got some crossfire going on over there. It looks like Meeseeks Academy did get into a fight, and Batman got taken out, but they still are 3-man strong. MO4 Black team is coming in from the northeast side, but Forsaken Gaming's red team is the one that they've been fighting, and it looks like Forsaken Gaming's red team was able to drop some key shots and get that thirst off as well, but they are 2 down as well. Pain and Peep, the 2 men we will see later on in the interviews, are still holding it down for the red squad. Let's see if they are able to secure some better placement points, or are they going to come out in 16th spot with Dark J and El Mamont on one side and Trex, Bruce Lux, and Savage on the other.
Oh, that's the spot you never want. That 16th place is always the worst one because that's the last place where you get only get 1 point. So we'll have to see what team claims that spot.
MOW has swam their way all the way across. They're still trying to find that one spot where they can come up without getting spotted, but it doesn't look like the map layout is helping them whatsoever. They just keep swimming further out. They were able to drop Broda down though. I don't even know how that's possible, especially the way they are spread out, the place that they are. They somehow were able to find that one single piece of land where they can get up and drop a couple of shots down on Broda, and Broda goes down, but he will get picked up. Back around, Aurora is driving in, but getting caught. 2 down for Aurora as Autobots and Forsaken Gaming lay Hellfire down as they drive inside the zone. Hala somehow is able to get out of this, but Glitchy and Kopiu not so lucky. They go down indeed. Peep for Forsaken Gaming red team goes down as well. El Mamont and Payne still duking it out in a 1v1 back there as Dark J tries to make his way in. Bruce Lux coming in clutch. Rain goes down, but Lux gets caught as well. Savage and Trex will have to make their way in fast as possible. They can't really stop even to pick up Bruce Lux, but Autobots, however, looks like they want all their men up, and they're trying to go for a revive instead of going for the zone right now. That might come back to haunt them as Savage comes up. It definitely will be. 10 HP is now driving in with all 4, and they're going to jump straight into the water. That's their comfort zone, man. You can't beat 10 HP in the water. But HP gets caught by the zone. No! What is that? What a way to go down, man.
That's down to 14 teams. This circle is still only tequila shots, and I think that's it. The only tequila shots is the only team, and one member of number 9. They got up. He's up against the side of the That's Goldsmith Elite. And look at Michael trying to swim. He's out there swimming just into the zone. Oh, and all of Benefor Bravo died. All of 10 HP just died in the zone. So now we're down to 10 teams.
Oh my god.
10 teams left.
You blink for a second and 5 teams are dead in this zone. It's crazy.
Exactly. It's that fast.
Now here we have a 2-2 split from Tequila Shots. They're trying to catch Korn and Michael from GME right there, but it doesn't look like they've spotted Korn yet. GME Michael way out inside the ocean still trying to get that zone, not trying to give away his position anytime soon. MOW doing the same as well. Orphan and Achi trying to get that zone inside the water and hoping not to get spotted in there. Tryhard, however, not so lucky. He will get spotted. Couple of shots coming in from Bullet and he drops him down so easy. Broda a little too far for Tryhard's liking. It doesn't look like Broda's gonna make that revive anytime soon. 8 teams still alive. Here comes Trick and Jonica, guns blazing, dropping those shots in. Let's see what difference do they make. They have forced Tequila Shots to fall back.
SpaceX is gonna try to get Daddy Clown, who got knocked by misfire before they got taken out by T4P. They should be able to. How much time's left? They should be able to get to him if they push, but they're not. I don't know. I think that's maybe a bad decision. They should have maybe gone down. And look at Vincent, still from Cosmos, still just hanging out there, not moving, just staying alive. The same with Ghost May Elite Michael and Ghost May Elite Korn, just staying alive.
And Achi gets caught in the water. Down goes Achi. Jordan with a couple of shots on Broda as well. Down goes Broda. A good K9 shot on Razik. Jordan 2-piece on Tequila Shots right now. Truny is getting pushed up on both Trick and Jordan are trying to drop some shots in. Trick gets that final kill off. Down goes Tequila Shots as well. Michael gets caught right after Trick with an insta on GME's Michael.
Oh my god, Forsaken Gaming is doing damage. Already got 20 kills. This is Forsaken team. This is no joke. They're coming in here hard. Team currently in 4th place. I mean, they are 42 points behind number 1, but they're coming here with if they come in 1st place, they're already going to get themselves 40 points. So they are doing some damage.
They definitely are doing some damage, and just like you said, Clown does go down to the play zone. They might have been able to make that pickup, but they never even tried. Bullet, however, gets taken down by Orphan down at the bottom. Jonica is trying to spot him, but not yet. Anyway, Orphan playing it so well, just sneaking a kill past Forsaken Gaming. That is well, somewhat of an insult, to be honest, not gonna lie.
They've had more than enough of their own kills. They can share the wealth. But Orphan's still down there. I like that. Just Orphan's gonna try to, I think, probably go out. If I'm trying to get it, if he moves, he can get into the zone by staying on the edge. There is a little bit of room. He's just has to kind of push out to get out there.
I can't believe
it's gonna be very quick. It's gonna be very quick to get around there. And he does
my god, not Delusion gets spotted by that arm. Trick with a shot. Down goes Delusion. Now playing for T4P, by the way. Xeno's trying to smoke up, trying to go for a pickup, but it does not look like he's gonna be able to. That's pretty futile at this point. Delusion still trying to mark Trick's position, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to crawl his way without being thirsted. Just as I said, down he goes. T4P Xeno, the last one alive for the team. He'll have to do some wonders to get some better placement points than the 6th position right here. Kind of like Vincent did. He's still holding it strong. He's still in the game.
Vincent, so is Korn, and so Orphan. All these guys with one team. Which one of these is going to be the victors of this stay alive, one person stay alive battle?
Oh my god, Korn still able to pick off Drago and pop a couple of shots as he was down, so he's gonna get bled out pretty soon as well. Down goes Drago for SpaceX. We got 4 solos, and then we got Forsaken Gaming. That just about explains this match for you guys. And down goes Xeno as well. Here comes Vincent popping a couple of shots, running straight in. He's gonna exchange a few more shots. Gonna get caught by the play zone if he keeps going though, and will get caught by the play zone. Down goes Vincent. Cord is looking like he'll make it. He does make it. So it's 3 solos going against a trio of Trick, Jonica, and Jordan. Now this team already has 23 kills to their names. And that's just game 1 right now.
It's dominating right now. He's gonna be very careful though. If they hear him splashing down there, the entire Forsaken Gaming team just right above him. If you could throw a grenade or something to do some damage, that would be awesome. But that's a lot to ask. A blind grenade shot up like that.
It sure is, especially with the nades being nerfed out a little bit. They did increase that range on the nade, but the damage been nerfed down, so it's even harder now than it was before. These 3 solos are literally fighting for their lives. And looks like PUBG's had enough of it, and they just blessed Forsaken Gaming with a zone. Like, here you go,
okay,
just finish this off.
We're not having a heal off. We're gonna have the team that deserves to win. I mean, this team has been destroying it.
Absolutely, and SpaceX Hulk finally gets cored down as he jumps down to find some way to get into the zone, but he's got MOW's Orphan right across the ridge, and then he got Forsaken Gaming on top. And down goes Space Hulk.
There you go. Orphan gets in second place. Now it's just a case of now Forsaken Gaming heard that. They definitely know who's down there. That's just a case of them figuring it out and shooting them.
And there he goes. And jump shot is on, and down he goes. Oh my God, he didn't even know.
You can't even complain. You can't say anything. Forsaken Gaming. Wow.
Jordan with a 10-piece though. Oh my God.
I mean, Jordan, look, that just, my goodness. They have a total of 24 kills. That's going to give them 54 points after one match. That's got to be one of the highest I've seen. 54 points after one match for first place. Second place, Mobile Warriors with 5 points. So let's put it this way. They scored 50 points. In second place, Mobile Warriors scored 27. That's pretty much doubled them up in one match.
Jesus.
The number 2 team, SpaceX, coming in third. And actually, they might actually be in second place because of the scoring. They're going to have 15 points. Goes to be Elite in fourth with 1. The Embassy in fifth with 0 kills. Tasty for P in 6th with 3 kills. 7th place, Aurora, good for them, with 4 kills. 8th place, and then with 8th place you have Tequila Shots with 0 kills. But like we said, I've said it this once, I've said it a million times. I want to see after match 1 and match 2. That's telling me who's really dominant. But right now, with 54 points, it's going to be very, very hard for anyone to catch Forsaken Gaming in this match. And just put this way, the number 1 team scored third place. So they are going to be behind the team currently in 4th place, Forsaken Gaming, with 144 points to SpaceX's 186.
Well, you did say that Game 2 and Game 3 really decide who is dominating, but that Game 1 was certainly dominated by Forsaken Gaming. We'll have to find out how it turns out in Game 2, 3, and 4 as the rest of the teams try to find a better strategy against this goated team right here. 24 kills, are you kidding me?
I don't think I've seen a team that's been dominating. I've even seen a 15-plus game in a little bit of a while. It's been very kind of close. Though SpaceX has been winning, they've been winning each match very closely. This has been one of the first matches I've seen where one other team just ran through. And you know what? I don't see it stopping because there's no fluke. It wasn't like they came in with 4 guys you never heard of. Jordan, Trick. I mean, this is a great, great team. This is exactly what you would expect them to do.
Absolutely. Well, we will of course have 10HP's Prod for an interview pretty soon with us in a short while, so we will be right back with that interview. So do not go anywhere, get those points in. We got an MGC Claw Socks going away for tonight's giveaway, so make sure you guys get those points in, and we'll be right back, like I said, with 10HP Prod and of course Misfire's Pickford right here. We are back again. Where is 10HP Prod?
He is here, and a guy. Unless you've never watched an OUTcast Scrims before, you don't know who we're talking about. We're gonna be talking to one of the what I consider one of the best IGLs in season 1, in season 2, and that is Prod from 10HP. So first of all, Prod, thank you very much for once again giving us a few minutes of your time.
Oh man, thanks for having me. Like I said, Pickford, I'm your fanboy, and then Voodoo. It's always good to talk to you. Always good to see you.
Now, if in case you've been living in Iraq, 10HP, what I love to see is they have a specific style of gameplay. They're going to play it every single time. They're going to try to improve on certain things, but they know exactly what their game style is, and you know what? They succeeded. And a team currently in 8th place, 10 HP, they're only 3 points out of 7th place. This is a team that takes fights when they have an advantage. If they don't have an advantage, they don't take the fight. And then what they do is they try to maximize getting 4 of their players into the end zone as best as they can. And then knowing that if they have all 4 of their members in that 5th, 6th, 7th zone, it gives them a great chance to get a great position. One of the best positioning teams that we've had not only this year, and if you watch these, you can see we call it out. Prod, one of the best rotators. If you watch his rotations in Sandhawk and in Airgal, they're classics. So once again, you know, now like you've pretty much decided it worked in season 1, and now it's even working better for you in season 2.
It's a lot sweatier. There's more teams, and it's just it's a lot. It's anti-rotation, so it's really kind of works against us. So we've had to make a couple of adjustments and stuff like that. And we're still doing it. We've had some connection problems the first couple of weeks. Last week was our best week, and we're trying to just trying to grind our way every scrim as much as we can.
Now, obviously, we've seen, although I know you don't appreciate it, we've kind of seen a call out where you guys rotate, where you guys drop. And one thing we didn't really talk about is your decision to kind of drop military and hit all of those little compounds. I've never seen anybody really do that before. I've seen people either drop military, or they'll drop C block, or they'll drop air traffic control, or they'll drop Novo. Where did you come up with the idea that, there's all these little compounds that no one's hitting up? Why don't we drop that? And because you guys have been very, very successful at that initial drop and not getting a lot of risk in that initial drop.
I think about season 1. I think Bliss and I had a video conference on it. We tried to name out 4 different spots on every map, and that was one of the spots. And we kind of liked that. We stuck to a 2-2 split, and we did split loot, and we started doing that and doing it pretty good. We had to stop doing it because it was starting to get really congested. And Broda's team of Tequila Shots, they go left bridge, and they literally camp there for a long time. So it would kill our rotation to go in, and then with Metaphor and military, so we had to basically stop doing that and think of something else to do. But we stuck with that for a good minute.
Well, one thing that I really liked how you did was you guys would pretty much, if the zone was outside of military, you would drive up to that West Coast Bridge and wait. Let the blue pass you up, and then specifically wait for a specific amount of time. I don't know how long you waited until you felt that was enough blue for the other teams to get out of there and go across the bridge. And 9 times out of 10, it worked. If there was a team camping that bridge, the blue would hit them up, and you just being patient and waiting another 90 seconds in that first zone, which isn't really that bad, chase them out of there, and you're able to get across. So what did you come up with that idea that we're going to stop at the bridge, camp it, just for defense, and let the blue pass us up and then go over later?
I think a lot of teams would kill each other off, and we didn't have to do any of the hard work, and we would just try to get those 12, 14, 16 placement points, and then we'd just go late bridge, take a compound south of zone, and then if zone shifted towards southwards, then we would, shoot in really quick. It just kind of depends what the game was and how the zones rotated, and we let the zones kind of dictate how we rotate and go from there. And then it's just experience, I guess, and basically the good synergy that Bliss, Goldie, now Spicy Ecuador have, and we do a good job of that.
No, but make sure you get in there. I don't want you to miss. Spicy, actually, no, I think it's Spicy. It's with Goldie, Spicy Ecuador, and Bliss. Or Spicy play with somebody else. Did I miss something?
No, Spicy's with us.
All right, so all 4 should be in there. So all 4 should be in there.
All right,
cool.
Spicy.
I just saw Spicy, but I don't know where he went. Maybe he just fell out, because I want to make sure. I don't want to be the cause. I know that you love 4 players.
I should be in there. I should be in there.
Well, then you should get in there. I don't want you to get in there. I don't want you to.
All right.
But last question is, how you keeping all 4 of your members alive from the 5th to 6th zone?
Just try to. We have to do a 2-2 split, or sometimes we go 4 on. Like I said, you just grind. It's every game's different, and we just find a way to get a tree, get hard cover, get a shack. It doesn't matter. We're not picky, and we just try to get the last 4 people in the last 20 people have all 4 up, and try to see how it goes from there. But I'll talk to y'all later, man. Thank you.
Prod, thanks a lot. And once again, if you don't know, that's Prod. I consider one of the best IGLs in this game. He doesn't get a lot of hype because he's not getting a lot of kills. His team isn't like, winning. They don't win a lot, but they're always consistent. And what I like about this team is this Pride knows with Ecuador, with Bliss, with Goldie, all great players. But he knows exactly what they can and can't do, and he maximizes their skill set. And that is why this 10 HP team, currently in 8th place, could very easily, by the end of the night, leapfrog Villains in 7th place. Villains did get knocked out a little bit early. If they have that opportunity, it's still very, very close, in those scores, like I said. If you look at it, Voodoo, I mean, there is a 19-point differential between 1st and 2nd, so that's achievable in one match. There's a 15-point between 2nd and 3rd. That's one match. Can happen in one match. Forsaken Gaming is only 8 points behind Tequila Shots. Then there is a big gap. Then there's that from 4th to 5th, as we said, a nice big differential. There's 35 points between Just for Fun in 5th and Forsaken Gaming in 4th. But the rest of that group is very tight because right behind Just for Fun in 6th is Men of 4. They're only 7 points behind their team. Villains is 21 points behind Men of 4. And 10 HP is only 3 points behind Villains. Quack Fu only 4 points behind 10 HP. OUTcast Alpha only 5 points behind Quack Fu. So any of these teams if one of these teams either has a good night or another one of these teams in the top 10, and you got to figure at least one of these teams in the top 10 is going to have a bad night. And by a bad night, I mean falling on the flip side of the score sheet. You're not in the top 13. That's going to allow some of these teams to either catch up or fall back. It's still very, very, very close in regards to the points and the scoring. Because like I said, we're not even we're just almost to the halfway. We still got 12 more matches before you do the halfway point, let alone to the end of this season 2.
Right, and to your point that it is achievable in one game, we just saw Forsaken Gaming do that and more. Clearly, like if you think 27 is not achievable, I think Forsaken Gaming just about scored about 54 points, was it?
Yeah. So if they win to it, that's 30 points for them. But also it tells us it's not only what Forsaken Gaming does, it's what does Tequila Shots, Thirst for Points, and SpaceX do. Because they're going to get some points. They're going to get at least 1 point minimum. How many points they get really decides how close that Forsaken. Because if Tequila Shots comes in 2nd, and then Thirst for Points comes in 3rd, and SpaceX comes in 4th. Well, it's going to maybe diminish how many points they catch up. But if one of those teams in the top 3 comes in like 16th, that's 30 points versus 1 point. That's a huge jump up. So it really depends not only what you do, but what the other teams do. But I tell you what, Forsaken Gaming can only do what they can do, and that's kill. And if the only thing you can do in this game is get yourself 30 points. 30, no matter how many points you score, the most you can get out of here is 30 points. If they do that, you're going to catch up. You're going to get more points.
Oh, absolutely. And MOW somehow out of nowhere securing that 2nd position in that first game as well. We were looking at one point, like there were 4 solos and then there was Forsaken Gaming. That pretty much explained that game to anyone who was just joining us. Forsaken Gaming killed everybody. Let me just put it in simpler terms.
They did. I mean, it was men among boys. But here's a question for you. Know that you are the man, the myth, the legend of B6. If I'm looking at this, I see my main man Jordan, and I see another B6 team. I see this B6 team: Batman, Trex, Broslux, Savage, all great players. If Jordan was on that B6 team, man, woo!
I know, dude. And one quick fact about Trex right there. Trex is actually the manager for the Mi6 team that we see as well. So right now we have Mi6's own manager playing a couple of games, just showing how it's done.
Well, I mean, the manager of B6 is as good as most team 18 players on some of these other teams. So it's just because the manager of Mi6 is pretty much saying like you're better than 90% of the players in here. Right, because I know that you only the B6 only has you guys don't mess with you guys don't have time for less than stellar players.
I mean, we do have a casual PUBG unit as well, but most of it is a lot of people from here and there who did not fit in this clan or that clan. Me myself, I did not fit in a clan. I was clanless for about 7 months, and then Mi6 picked me up, and you know what? I think I found my people right here, my man.
Well, I put an application to Mi6, and I came back with a haha, nice try, loser stamp right on it.
Damn, that's probably because you were talking shit about Mi6. I'm not gonna lie.
That could have been. I only talk about their scrims, not about their players. Their players are great.
That's true. That's true.
Whoever is that guy who does their scrims is the worst. So I don't know who it is. I can't catch his name. It's always too fast for me. But whoever he is, man, I don't know who he is. I would never work with him.
Ouch, you are working with him. I'm the one who casts those scrims every Saturday night, FBP modes.
You're trying to say that you are the man of Midnight Madness every
I-
Monday, every midnight? I was a Saturday Midnight Madness. That's you?
Yes, sir, that is me every Saturday. FBP modes is my thing, baby. TPP modes
if
are, of
I-
course, casted by Golden Boy. You know who that is.
I do. Now, what if I wanted to play on those scripts? What do I have to do?
All you gotta do is head on over to the Discord server for Meeseeks Mobile Go. I'll probably pop that link up pretty soon as well, and I'm pretty sure there are Meeseeks people up in the chat who'll let you guys know. All you gotta do is get over there, pick a role, which is basically any game that you want access to the channels for, and pick PUBG M in this case. Head on over to the registration channel, start registering your squads, and show up. Period. Just show up.
And I can play FPP. It's not gone. FPP still exists.
Yes, sir, it does. OUTcast and Meeseeks been holding it down, man. FPP gotta be brought back.
You know what? If I know that, I know what I'm going to be spending my midnights on. I'm going to be over at Meeseeks playing some FPP with some clappers. You guys have some good teams in that scrim.
Oh, for sure. A lot of teams that are playing these scrims, we've seen OUTcast Alpha in there, 10 HP in there, Misfire teams showed up a couple times. I saw you pop a couple shots over there as well. MO4 teams in there.
I must have got killed pretty quickly.
Oh no, dude. You were leading that team pretty well. Not gonna lie, some good rotations up in there, man.
Well, I am good at that. Like we said before, you gotta know your role. You gotta know I'm not a great fragger, I'm not gonna lie. But I know how to play the game. I just sometimes don't have the physical ability to do what I do, but I know how to rotate, I know how to do stuff like that. But
well,
you know what? It's always better to do it against the best competition, which is what OUTcast and Meeseeks brings every week.
Oh, absolutely. And to your point about rotation, if you have those rotations right, you've already won 3/4 of the match.
Exactly. You're right, sir.
Like, the rest of it is your gun skills, but most of it is going to be position, how you position yourself, how you place yourself in the next zone, or even preempt that next zone. A lot of it's going to be assuming where it's going to be and placing yourself before anyone else does. But enough of that, taking a look at down at this match, a pretty weird playing path, not gonna lie. It was going from east side down towards Los Higos. Not a lot of map inside the zone. Most of the map further up north still untouched by the zone, untouched by the players as well. Some early drops down south of the map though. We got Unzipped and OUTcast Alpha still trying to figure out where they want to drop. Sarge looks at Sparsely and User dropping by Unzipped, and he just decides to fall back, probably gonna pick up a vehicle and keep driving. The best way to do it.
If you get your team out to Upholds out there, you can do yourself a really good service. But you've got to get that vehicle. And so many times, it seems like recently, for me at least, I've been dropping on places where I know there's going to be vehicles, especially at Miramar, and the vehicles just haven't been there recently. So I don't know if it's just bad luck on me recently or what, but it seems like the vehicle spawn's been a little off on Miramar lately.
Apparently they have, and there's not so many garages up in Miramar to work with, because up in Wrangell you kind of know, okay, there's a garage, there might be a vehicle there at least 75% of the times. Not here, man. It's just
you go, and now and now when you're floating in and you see the bombed out vehicles, you don't know if that's if you're up there. Is that a real vehicle? Is that a bombed out vehicle? Until you get down.
Right. Now, we have 3 teams up in Minas right now. We got T4P, we got Misfire Ares, and then we got J4F way down by the junkyard. Trovo Vaymax is danger close and up in the mix as well for T4P. And looks like Hax is actually playing with... Who is he playing with? No, actually not. Delusion is the one playing with J4F. He was playing with T4P last game. That got me confused. So it's J4F fighting it off with Misfire Ares this time. Ares do have an early knock, though. Yeah, they did get an early knock on Delusion, for sure, and Delusion will be thirsted instantly too. Trovo Vaymax trying to drop a couple of shots down on Rogue, but won't catch not a single damn one of it. Hax, on the other hand, on that flank, not so lucky. Down goes Hax. Chili and Vaymax still all up in Misfire's business, but they gotta make some moves. They gotta do something. They're not regrouped with each other, and that is absolutely what happens. You focus on one guy, the other one comes behind. You gotta have those comps. Chili had no idea what was going on. Vaymax had no idea what was going on. They just saw a person and they start shooting at it, and that's pretty much gonna end up in your team getting wiped, and that is exactly what it looks like. Chili still trying to drop a couple of shots, but not gonna make much of a difference. Now Elusive and Rogue are probably trying to build that push up on Chili to wipe this team off of this game.
You don't want to, if you're a Misfire, you don't want to push this, 1v1, 1v1, you want to make sure you do it as a team, maybe keep one person back as overview, but push this as a group, not as a single.
Oh yeah, we've seen that time and again. People trying to push up on the last dude, and the last dude just holds off and picks them off one after another. And a lot of you can't really blame anyone but the team over there for that mismanaged push.
Yeah, take your time. You're in no rush. You're in no hurry. You have all the time in the world. Be smart. Be slow, and make sure just slowly close in on the guy like a
Oh
snake
my
closing
god.
in, and get in there and get him.
Yep, they have him. They have him locked. Oh my god, what was that, Nate? Elusive Nathan himself. Not the right time, my man. What are you doing? He naded himself, and now Chile has the time to get away from him.
Oh no!
What a bad
Chile's
place
gonna
and
come
way to
around.
do
Chile's
it.
gonna come around and knock him. He's gonna knock him. Watch. He
Absolutely.
gets around
Watch
that
Baby
corner.
on top, though. Baby's looking. She's not going to let that happen. No, oh, no, sir. And he just runs away. He just looks at Baby. He's like, nope.
Baby did was smart there. She prevented another guy from getting knocked and probably thirsted. If she had been Overwatch, he probably would have come around that corner and be able to thirst them both. But because Baby had that Overwatch, that person now they're able to pick him up and maybe hunt him down. But if not, at least that risk is gone.
Absolutely. And I'm still disappointed how Misfire let that chance go for that
Yeah, I
wipe
mean,
on J4F.
it's just you misutilizing your grenades, and that's what happens. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. He could have gotten 2 knocks on there,
Yep.
but they just threw away one extra point they could have had at the end of this night.
Yep, so far looking good, though. They did pick off 3 kills over there on a pretty solid team as well, J4F nonetheless. So
Yeah,
they should
definitely
be happy with themselves for
a
sure.
top 10 team, a top 10 team. But that's also a team you don't have to deal with later on in the match too, in those last circles. So, if you get rid of a good team early, that's not gonna be a team that's gonna be there popping shots at you later on.
Absolutely, but right now, speaking of good teams, we got 2 great teams coming in. NH and 10HP are gonna battle it out in Chumacera, your least favorite drop, if I remember correctly.
Yes, this is what I don't know why these teams are there. They're probably gonna both get killed.
Oh.
They're probably gonna both die. Look at that. Just still see what happens. Even if Chuma City can't even fire straight.
Yep. Horsepower should not have been alive right there, but Ecuador just about missing those key shots, and Horsepower will make it alive and away as well. Now, Black Kenobi on top might play a key role in this fight as Ecuador and Bliss gets busy with a Horsepower, Dookie, and Nut over on the southeast side. Bliss trying to get some distance, but out in the open over there, Bliss got to be careful of NH. Black Kenobi not popped a single shot at him, and they just let them fall back from that position for no reason. Ecuador now getting lit up by Horsepower from a distance, but not going to hit those shots, not going to make any difference, and that allows 10HP to fall back, regroup, and try to reassess the situation. They still need to wait for their the rest of the 2 members, as Goldie is now driving in, probably for a pickup from over from the west side. And there it is, Goldie now coming
There's
up.
such height differences on this map. I just don't like it. The height differences are so severe that you have to not only look vertically or horizontally, you have to look vertically too.
Yeah.
And I mean, it becomes so difficult. And with Hipsch not firing well, man, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you have no chance of hitting anybody if you don't shoot.
Absolutely, and it should have probably pressed it a little harder, but I guess they just did not have that info how many people there are, where they are, if they are spread out, if there's a 2-2 split, and are they going into a pinch, or is it just the 2 guys? So I think practicing restraint was probably the best strategy, but they could have been a little more aggressive. They would have definitely got at least 2 knocks in thirst, and if 10HP did decide to come back and get those fights off, they might even have wiped out a pretty strong team in this game. But it looks like 10HP will make it out of this, all 4 strong. Meanwhile, down by El Pozo, we got some more fights between Meeseek's Academy, and they're fighting it off with Villains, and Villains able to drop Trex down right as Trex dropped King down, and here comes Batman, 1v1. Batman drops him down. Good shots. That was close indeed. Batman did get lowered down to about 10 to 15% health, but it was not enough. And down and out go Villains coming out in 24th spot.
I'll tell you what, when you see this Villains team, this team is dominated these scrims before winning. Their team is currently, I think, in 7th place overall. But sometimes, man, they just like there. We'll see a team, they'll be dominant, 20 kills, 1st place, and then they'll get run out in 22nd place. I mean, it's so weird with this team.
I mean, you can't win them all for sure, but
I mean, you expect but they're either getting 1 point or they're getting like 20 points. They're not like a team that's like constantly like top 10 or whatever. They're either winning the whole thing or coming in dead last. I mean, I've never seen such an extreme from one team.
It sure is. I mean, we've seen villains play some really, really good plays as well, but every now and then they would just play some rash games, and they would just drive into fights like nobody's
You
business.
were
They
right.
shoot at everything that moves, and that probably does drop them down a little bit. Getting caught and picking fights that they shouldn't have picked, especially when they are not in zone. You shouldn't pick a fight when you're not in zone. Don't do it. Get to zone,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you can pop those shots because you're not going to be fighting against two different things. Not the zone, not the people. Pick one. Can't pick
Cool. Is
both of
this
them.
is this it looks like that they're getting is that they're getting a third party behind? What we're just looking at over at Monte.
We're at Mate. Did no,
No, they didn't come. I thought they were coming up behind them, but they're not. No, never mind.
no. BT just fell back. BT was looking down on Forsaken Gaming just as Forsaken Gaming's trick caught one of them with a Winchester shot. And Rich got caught over there, and now they're trying to push back up, trying to see if they can get some movements from Team 25 right there. Well, that's a pretty nice mix and match of things. We got SpaceX's Hulk right here. We got Z6's Jiggy right here. And of course, repping the BTE for Team 25 is the Sabers. I wasn't expecting to see SpaceX in that team, but okay, this is going to be interesting how Hulk complements the team right there.
Seabass has been around forever. He knows everybody. I mean, I remember playing scrims with Seabass in like season 3. I didn't even know what scrims were.
He is the OG of the scrims, man.
He is. He's been around for a hot minute.
That is for goddamn sure. But meanwhile, looks like 10 HP unknowingly are about to catch Sebas coming in, or rather Hulk coming in, and here comes Hulk in a buggy. He's no idea of 10 HP's position. I think he just heard those footsteps. Ecuador coming in a little too close and letting his position known. That could have been an easy kill for 10 HP right there, but now with position known, it's probably going to be a fight as Hulk probably informs his teammates, and they're going to be pushing up pretty soon as well. And if 10 HP does not have that cover fire, which looks like they do in 10 HP's Goldie, Prod on a white flank as well. This might turn out to be a pretty good fight, not gonna lie. Just looking at the layout of how this 10 HP team has placed themselves, not too far behind, but just about far enough to get some different angles going. Sabers getting caught right as he drives in, almost getting knocked as well. 10 HP Bliss is gonna see that through, and down goes Sabers as well. Ecuador low from a distance. Hulk almost getting caught, but Hulk will fall back and let Jiggy do the damage, and down and out goes Ecuador as well. I'm surprised neither Goldie nor Prod dropped any shots down on Jiggy as he was thirsting Ecuador. There's no reason you should let your teammate thirst your teammate, or rather an enemy thirst your teammate, especially after getting that knock. Like, you should shoot anything in that direction, whether you hit it or not. Just shoot it. Just suppress some fire down.
You are right. So you want to put some rounds. Just keep him honest. You know,
Right.
so because how many times have you seen a guy thirst, not paying attention, and then you put some rounds on him? He's not got to reload because he's gonna empty the magazine into the guy. He's got to reload. It gives you a chance to finish him off.
Absolutely. And even if you just pop a couple of shots, he would probably think twice to pop his head again, especially in an FPP mode where you can't peek no more. I still believe Ecuador should not have died there, but good on BTE being able to get that knock and thirst right off. Sabus a little too aggressive over there, but I guess it's a fair trade. Not fair enough in terms that now they have a two-man team to fight this rest of the match against 23 or rather 22 other teams. So that is a spot they got themselves in. No one else to blame.
It sucks when you're a two-man team with this much time. It's one thing if there's 15 teams left and you only have a few minutes you have to hold on to, but hold on for this long with only 2 players is going to be a marathon.
It definitely will be, and especially the position that they've got themselves in, not the center zone, but just about south of center zone, and there's a hill looking right on you as well. So somebody's going to be taking over the hill on the north side of BTE right there, looking down on El Pozo, turning around and looking down on all these teams. 10 HP, BTE, Forsaken Gaming, OUTcast Alpha now coming into the mix as well. They're going to stop by on the hill right across from Forsaken Gaming. Let's see if they exchange a couple of shots or not. Another team driving in right now, however, is going to be Team 22, and they run straight in. Quack Fu, 2 down instantly. Butterfly is still close. Jordan trying to fight it off with Butterfly, but Jordan goes down. Butterfly will go for the thirst. Nope. But Jordan's getting third party from a distance. Aviai with those shots. OUTcast Alpha picking off a kill out of nowhere. Butterfly almost going down, but is able to drop Trick with the help of 8-Bit from a distance, but Butterfly will not survive those shots from Brownie, though. Brownie on the flank was able to spot that fight and drop Butterfly down as well. SH8-Bit, the last one up for his team.
Big
Let's see what he
brains
does.
Brownie getting that third party, get that point for him.
Yes, sir. You know Brownie, man. He's going to go for that center zone. The
Big
moment I saw
brains,
center
that's right.
zone, the moment I saw the center zone, I'm pretty sure OUTcast Alpha is going to be pushing up pretty soon. And surely they do indeed. Butterfly definitely getting thirsted at this point, though. Let's take a look at Aviai, who did pick up a quick kill off MSK Jordan for Forsaken Gaming. Another top fragger going down pretty early in the match. Let's see if Forsaken Gaming is still going to be as dominant without him. They might be. We got Trick, Jonica, and Accelerate Bullet. Like, even if it's one man down, it's still almost a 5-man squad. Just looking at these three, it's crazy how dominant they've been in this game.
With this distance, though, well, these do the close distance do get a knock. It's pretty spread out now. So even if you do get a knock on one of these teams, can you close the distance of time to finish them off before they get that person picked back up?
That is a good question. Might not be able to close that distance up, but Forsaken Gaming themselves do not have quite a lot of hard cover to maneuver around with. So if they do get knocked, they're probably gonna have to be bunched up in the same building to prevent any pushes coming. They can't do any more splits over there with 3-man team. And if we are talking about the hypothetical where they get one knocked, it's gonna be a hard defense, for Forsaken Gaming if OUTcast do decide to push up. Meanwhile, SH's 8-Bit just drives off behind Forsaken Gaming, trying to get some different angles on. Doesn't look like he has any intentions of dropping any more shots, but right now is getting spotted by Jiggy and Space Hulk on top. Oh my god, look at all these teams inside the zone. What is going on? Misfire Elusive is low, getting pushed up on right now. OUTcast Alpha are coming in. These guys are everywhere.
They're pushing, they gotta get some knocks or they're gonna be in trouble.
Advisory was getting pretty lit up over there. Sarge trying to push up on Baby. Baby trying to get that heal off. Will not get it in time. Sarge comes in with that knock. And Elusive goes down right after. What a great couple of knocks for Sarge right there. And just like that, Misfire Aries been limited down to 2 members. And Cal gets caught as well. Where's the 4th? Way on top. MSF Rogue not looking the greatest. But look at Meeseek's Academy though. What a position to be in. What are you doing? Brownie gets caught. Good shots coming in one more time from Misfire's Rogue. And does look like Brownie will get thirsted. We still got some shots from top for Meeseek's Academy, but they're not able to spot any or rather make any difference over there. Smoke's popping in the direction of Brownie right now. Looks like Advisory is trying to make his way for a pickup. It's going to be interesting. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. And Advisory now getting lit up by Bruce Lux's shots as well. Some SKS with a 6-time scope on it. Does get a knock inside the smoke. Advisory going down. Bruce Lux on fire right now. Last one up will be OUTcast's Sarge. And let's see if he now is able to make his way for those pickups, or will he get caught as well? Rogue is trying to go all the way to... How did Rogue get all the way down there without getting spotted? Meeseek's Academy, what are you doing? They're out in the open.
Because they're so focused on getting those kills on the smoke. They're totally missing a guy rotating right to their left. And good for Area, but good for Misfire to get that guy picked up and stay alive. They're about to get run out by Alpha. And now Alpha thought they were the big roosters, but now they ended up getting themselves smoked by... Meeseeks, and now it can this and now they're seen. Yep. Now you got to be careful. Cal.
Batman spots him.
Now they're trying to run across the thing, and oh man, this is gonna be tough.
Getting a couple of shots in, but he's probably missing his team's suppressing shots from top. If it was more than one person shooting at Rogue or Cal, either of them, they were definitely getting at least one knocks, and hopefully a thirst as well. But with Batman being the sole person trying to get those shots off, it looks like they will be able to make it to hard cover. And it looks like OUTcast will be able to make it out of here as well. No harms, no loss, except for Misfire Aries losing 2 members to that push from OUTcast Alpha. I was expecting more from that fight. Damn. And here's OUTcast Bravo now.
I think your boys came in there and just kind of ruined the party. Came in there and stuck their thumb. They came in there and stuck their thumbs right in the punch, and no one could drink. And just kind of slowed the whole match down. Everyone went into defensive position just to stay alive and get themselves out of that as quickly as possible.
If they were able to get that focus onto the Misfire team, I'm pretty sure they would have been able to get that wipe and even push up on OUTcast Alpha right after, because OUTcast Alpha were 2 men down as well, and it wouldn't have taken much at that point, because you only needed at least 2 people, more than one, anyone more than one, to be looking down on Misfire as well. You already know there are 3 down, and one of them was pinned. You were looking at him the whole time, and then you start looking away. I mean, that was not gonna work either. I would have much rather.
There's too many opportunities.
There sure were a lot of opportunities there. And speaking of opportunities, looks like Cosmos' Vincent was able to drop Goose down, and now OUTcast Bravo will have to make some moves to get that pickup off, but they still have to be careful of Kiro and Slingshot on a 2-2 split as well. Kiro still trying to find a way to get on top of the rock, get some high ground if he can, because this ridge is not working with OUTcast Bravo having the higher ground among the two. Kiro will try to pop a couple of utilities down at OUTcast Bravo, though. Let's see if it works. That's a good nade, but not close enough. Crispy's trying to make her way around. Is it a her or a he? I don't wanna do it wrong. Crispy's a he, right?
I think Crispy's a he.
All right. Perfect.
I'm 100% sure. Well, 99% sure, I guess. Crispy's a she.
That's good enough. All right. Sorry, Crispy. I said he. That should have.
These teams are going to be able to get in there, though. A lot of teams are camping on the west coast, south of El Pozo. The rest teams are going to be able to get in there. Let's see what this next circle does.
Well, El Pozo is definitely taken by both GME, NH, and then we got SpaceX over on the east side of El Pozo as well. Forsaken Gaming's red team is coming down on El Pozo from the north. They just got off a drop as well. So 4 teams in El Pozo. That's probably about the biggest city in the zone right now as well. So that kind of makes sense. Vincent gets another drop though. Vincent just dropping Crispy down. Did they just wipe them? No, they made it out. I almost thought they wiped them. That would have been interesting. Here's FA Trek spotting Geo. Drop a man, one more shot. Oh my god, so close. J10 almost getting caught out in the open, but MO4 Black will be all 4 up still. Meeseeks Academy enjoying quite a good zone right here. Just as I said, zone shifts further down south, and it's no more a good zone for any team essentially, but Meeseeks Academy can still use this mountain.
But you're gonna have to go in with the zone.
Uh-oh, someone's talking to us.
Hello. We'll see you in the interview later on, man. Probably after the stream. You and I need to talk, man. Any which ways, looking down at Meeseeks Academy, as we were saying that Meeseeks Academy can move down into that zone as well. Savage already has that zone. He's already moved up and is enjoying that high ground as well. Looking around him in every direction, there will be a team rotating. MO4 Black right now is getting caught bad though. Bruce Lux just dropped Kiro down from Dembasy.
Wow.
Academy is definitely positioning themselves for the win this game.
They get themselves in a great position.
It has been a great position so far, but with the zone finally moving out of it, it's going to be a hard push coming out of this high ground as well. We got Misfire Aries team still in the mix, still at that little compound that they've been held on to, but meanwhile, MO4, did they just get wiped? No, they did not, but Tequila Shots is coming in to close that deal up. Nades popping off in the direction. J10's down. Another good nade. What difference will it make? None whatsoever. Elma Mod just using that mountain bridge to perfection to get some cover away from that nade. GOMD Kush is now trying to make his way up as well, trying to get some high ground over Broda. See if he can spot that culprit who threw those nades at him. OUTcast Bravo, meanwhile, is closing in as well, creeping slowly towards MO4 Black. Snuggles trying to get some eyes off and some shots off, but doesn't look like he did much of a damage. Kush, on the other hand, not lucky enough. He does get caught out in the open, and he does get dropped as well. He's going to have to drop down to get that pickup, to get picked up by his teammates, but OUTcast Bravo is probably in no mood to let that happen. They're still popping a couple of shots.
Teams going to push in from that West Coast. Now it's the fourth zone. It's starting to get a little spicy. Now you have quite a few teams. Cosmos, 10 HP, unzipped, all got to get in. Plus, Mobile Warriors is right there. They all got to push into that zone. There's not really a lot of space to go as
Oh my God,
gets taken out.
Peep and Tryhard stop at the exact same place and Peep takes him down, but the third party is real. Advisory, dropping Peep right after. And down he goes. He will get thirsted instantly as well. Snuggles, on the other hand, for OUTcast. Bravo just got taken down as well. Let's take a look back on top. Let's see what's up over here as they're dropping a couple of shots down on Pain and on OUTcast Alpha team as well. Some single taps from Savage. U-turn coming in as well in the mix. Not the best of position, especially with Academy on top. Academy is just on a target practice right here, essentially.
Yes, they are.
They're not
running through.
They've not been challenged by any team. Not in last 10 minutes,
they
anyway.
They whole side all to themselves.
They sure do.
No one's even like contesting up there.
And the zone shifted again and again in favor of Academy, and Academy is still inside the zone.
Wow.
And speaking of the zone, this is the 5th one, and we're looking at 17 teams still here. 39 people as everyone is dying off to the zone pretty soon, one after another. Taking a look back on the edge of the zone, though, we got MOW fighting it off against... Oh, which team is it? Team number 10, is it?
Drake, the Tricks team. I think that was Accelerate Bullet.
Oh yeah, that indeed was. But looks like MO4 were able to hold their own. Did Tricks team just got? Yes, they did. MOW Mobile Warriors were able to wipe Tricks team out right here.
Wow,
But
and
they...
that's a team that was so dominant. 16th place. That's one placement point for them. And they had how many? Let me check how many kills they had. They had a total of. They had 5 kills, so they got 6 points. They scored 50 points in that first match and 6 points in the second. So huge difference.
That just tells you how intense this matchup are. If you win one, it does not guarantee you're gonna win another one right after.
Exactly.
It's like every match is a new game
that's
altogether.
That's why we say I want to see 2 matches in the books before I start making any comments about who's going to be dominating. They're still going to probably be in first place, but it's going to be a lot closer than it was after that first match.
Absolutely. Oh my God, and that nade from Saibi, and that's a wipe on MOW as well. Wow. Saibi getting all 4 of them. What are you doing, man? Saibi just got a clean wipe on MOW all by himself thanks to that final nade as well, and picks up the 4 kills that he has right now. That was a good nade. Autobots now trying to make their way into the zone. They got 10 HP right behind Prod, the last man alive for his team. He's going to get in a buggy, try to rotate, get that zone. But he's got to be careful because he's going to be running into literally every team there is right now. SpaceX also trying to make their way into the zone. GoTo is going to hold off just a second more, hoping that he's going to catch a couple of teams coming in. He does indeed. Autobots are coming in and getting caught. Rain getting lit up. Rain getting dropped. Rogue will exchange a couple of shots down. GoTo coming in. GoTo almost dropping Rogue down. Rogue is not in a good shape. Playzone will take him as well. 2 down for Autobots. Fatboy trying to get that heal off. Doesn't look like he's going to make it in time either. Cyber, the last one alive. On the other hand, we got GME fighting it off with NH, and NH is not just about makes it into the zone. Black Kenobi still trying to make it into zone as well. He goes to eat Dookie for no reason at all and gets caught out in the play zone. Why are you guys still holding up? Why are you looting in the blue zone, my guys?
I'm thinking Cal got into a battle out there. He was able to take one guy out, but then he ran in and just didn't have enough time to heal up. Ran out of zone, but did get an extra kill. Came in 6th place. And plus, they're able to get that Misfire team was able to get themselves 8 kills. So with 6th place, so at least gives themselves some points to go with.
They sure did. Cal and Rogue had to hold it off against all these teams. We were looking at that time when they did lose 2 members early on. There still were 23 teams in the game. So 6th position, dude, that's amazing.
Down. So they're able to get some good points. And they had a top, I think,
top 6 or 7 finish.
So they should be able to be looking good going into the end of the next 2 matches, hopefully, as we go into the next, which is like the pop-off map, which is Sandhawk.
Oh yes, that's going to be intense, man. Meeseeks Academy finally coming down from that high ground position that the zone's been blessing them with. All 4 strong coming into this fight. Broda getting caught out in the open by Daddy Clown for SpaceX. Almost getting dropped as well, but he's got to be careful now. He's got a lot of teams to worry about. We got SpaceX on one side with Daddy Clown and Junie. We got Meeseeks Academy on the other side, but they got a hard hard push coming if the zone shifts away from them. They do have a ridge to work with for now, but sooner or later they're going to have to get out of there. Junie, meanwhile, drives straight into Broda and takes him down with some authority. God damn. Down goes Broda. Junie did not care. Junie just didn't care.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
That sure was aggressive. Payne coming in, Payne going down. Peep not too far. He's about to go in as well. But let's see if he's able to U-turn coming in as well. He's just outside, and Daddy Clown turns ahead, drops him down as well. Truny still alive inside the warehouse. Out back, we got OUTcast Alpha still alive, dropping a couple of shots or exchanging a couple of shots with Meeseeks Academy right now. They are a two-man team as well. It's a 2v2v4, and it is in favor of Meeseeks Academy, and what a way to be in favor of them. The zone literally is on top of them. Like, they don't even have to move at this point. Just sit there.
I mean, I don't know what demon did you sell your souls to? What god of what denomination? Because I want to do the same thing. Because they got the zone every time, and now in the Cadbury spot to win the second match.
They sure did have zone every single time. I don't know what gods they pray to, but I want to pray to him right now.
Exactly, because this works. They got
it sure works.
Just get a few more kills. They do have 6 now.
Yep,
so
they have 6.
If they can just get a couple more, I mean, they can really, you want to get a couple more kills to really push themselves up with that 30 points for first place if they can get it.
Clown, however, was able to drop Bruce Lux down on top and is trying to go for that thirst, but Batman gets caught while going for a pickup. No!
This could be bad.
This definitely could be bad.
4v2v2, and now here comes Daddy, Clown, and Junior are going to push. Spill below the water. Can Savage hold them off with Trex?
Let's see if they can, though. Trex falling back a little bit, trying to provide a couple of cover shots in. Savage catching Clown just a little bit, not enough, though. OUTcast Alpha biding their time, holding it back, not trying to engage at all. Savage now drops Junie down, 1 up for SpaceX. Trex might be able to catch Clown, and he does. Down goes Clown as well. Trex with the final kill. Now it's another 2v2 up in their hands. OUTcast Alpha finally moves out of their shell, trying to pull up and drop a couple of shots on a battered Meeseeks Academy, and Trex gets caught. Oh my god, advisory. Coming in clutch for OUTcast Alpha. They might just be able to win this out of nowhere. They do have a 1v2. Savage does have zone. He just has to play it really smart because Sarge is going for that white flank, and it works. Sarge gets that final kill on Savage as well. What a game.
So OUTcast Alpha just stealing that win away from Meeseeks. Meeseeks getting a little bit of a beef, getting some Batman and Bruce Lux getting maybe a little bit too high and overexposed, gets knocked, and then it just kind of fell apart from there. They're able to take out SpaceX, but they wanted to take out OUTcast Alpha by themselves. So, but still, great job by Meeseeks. First place, OUTcast Alpha with 7, 8, 9 kills. Second place, Meeseeks with 8 kills. Third place, SpaceX with 7 kills. Fourth place, Tequila Shots with 3 kills. Fourth place, Forsaken Gaming Red with 2 kills. Sixth place, Misfire Aries with 8 kills. Seventh place, the great state of New Hampshire with 3 kills. And eighth place, Autobots with 8 kills. I'm making sure I take the photos this time.
Yeah, I was doing that just as you were reading those out, like just to make sure we have all the screenshots. But what a game that was!
And you know what? It was a lot of new teams we hadn't seen in that first one. SpaceX was in third place both times, though. And that's what they do. They're able to, if you're not going to win the whole thing, they're able to stay close. They're not having bad matches. We're seeing other teams kind of come into that first and second spot, but you know what? SpaceX is still there in that third spot, 2 matches in a row. I'm very interested to see how these scores go, because we saw Forsaken Gaming was so far ahead, but you know, with their 17th place finish, it's obviously going to have a negative effect on their second round scores.
It definitely will, but I don't think any team is probably going to cross them over. Not yet, anyway. But
not yet.
They were
quite a lot closer, though.
It will. There were quite a couple of upsets in this game as well. Villains getting taken out early, MO4 getting taken out early. I think T4P got taken out early on as well, within the first 5 teams to go down. OUTcast Bravo was one of them as well. So a lot of teams did get taken down early, and some of these teams we've already seen them like do so well over the past week. So it's gonna be interesting. After 2 games, now is probably the do or die kind of time where you got to pull yourself back up from 2 back-to-back bad games and probably secure some points coming into this week now.
Well, even because how the scores goes, if you go out there and have 2 top 5 finishes in the last 2 matches, no matter where you're at in the scores, you're getting yourself top 10, and that's really what you want to do. Your first step is, am I on the first page of the scores? Am I 12th or better? Then you want to go, can I get 10th place, 5th place, and go from there? But if you're having a bad night, what can I do to get myself on that front page of the score sheet in the top 12 position? Because that's at least you're getting multiple points, at least if you get 12th or better. Otherwise, you're going to end up with 1 point for the whole scrim.
Right.
Which is what nobody really wants. You don't want to, because you're just going to start falling farther and farther behind.
Well, speaking of the teams that we've seen dominate, we'll have Feel Pain and Peep, if I'm reading it correctly, from Forsaken Gaming Red Team coming up soon.
Those guys tell them that we're ready for them.
All right, perfect. So we will be right back with another interview this time from Feel Pain and Peep, both from Forsaken Gaming's Red Team right here. So hang on tight, get those points in, get those chances to get that giveaway from MGC as well. And we'll be right back with Feel Pain and Peep, and of course yours truly, MŠF Pickford right here. All right, we are back, and do we have Forsaken Gaming?
I don't know if they're gaffing me off or what. They have not jumped in here. I'm gonna keep hitting them up. I don't know why they are ignoring me. It makes me hurt. It makes me sad. And I said to be in here.
Come on, guys, you can't do that to Pickford. You're gonna make a big man cry on stream. Come on, guys.
I will. Oh! They must have heard that. Yeah, they must have heard it. Yes, so therefore they are not going to make me cry. We have both Pain and Peep from Forsaken Gaming Red. So, gents, thank you very much for coming on in and give us a little bit of your time.
Thanks for having us. Glad to be here.
Now, obviously, you guys have come up pretty much. We've seen both you guys in on Forsaken or before this, but you guys have really just come in out of nowhere as quote-unquote the B team of Forsaken Gaming and just been clapping the crap out of the server for pretty much your first match. How did you guys were able to come together so quickly and be so successful?
You go.
Well, it was kind of like a last minute thing. We just came in like late into the season. We had enough players, so we just decided to make a Forsaken Gaming Red team, and yeah, pretty much.
Now, obviously, some been on Forsaken Gaming for a minute. It's pretty much like everyone it's like all Trick and everybody else. You guys are going out there and saying this team can be successful without a guy named Trick on it and have Forsaken Gaming in front of him. So I think what do you guys mindset like? You guys aren't just Trick. You guys are actually a bunch of great clappers on your own.
Well, obviously Trick is a great player, and but we just like Payne said, we had some guys who weren't really playing a lot, so we just figured we'd make another team, and so far we've been doing pretty good, and we're hoping to get top 5.
Yeah, I mean that's an understatement of the century. And speaking of top 5, we also have Peep on here. Now Peep is there is, I don't know if you guys classify it as an A team or a B team, how you guys classify it, but it seems that like that you were on the original team. You were the number 3 overall fragger in this whole game. And I don't know if you're on the B, if you call it the B team or whatever, but it seems that the team of Jordan, Bullet, Jonathan, Trick, that's on in that spot, and yet you're the number 3 killer of the whole game, and yet you can't. And then they're not putting you on that team. What's up with that?
Well, like, it's honestly, I don't think we like categorize as like alpha or bravo or whatever, like better or worse, but we want to do good, and we put who we think is going to do good in both teams. We want both teams to be successful, and like right now it's unfortunate that we started so late, but
I mean, I tell you what, if you guys are like, I think I was going to think you guys are a top 3 team if you had played every match. You know, you guys are currently in 12th place because you started late. You're only 8 points out of 11th place, but like I said, a top 3 team. If you scored the same amount of points on average that you did when you played, you'd be the top 3 right now if you had missed any. Obviously, though, but that's water under the bridge. You can still, doesn't even do about that. What are you guys going to do to continue to try to make up those points and get yourself a top 5 finish?
Well, right now, the biggest issue is we're like getting synergy with each other, and we're also looking for a 4th player. So,
because I mean, to make sure that also if you guys, I want you guys do not miss 1 second of the game. I'm not getting in trouble for that, because you have Gold. We know that guy, stellar player. Obviously, Payne. I mean, Gold, one of the best bolt action guys I've seen. Payne, we've seen you turn. We've seen, and people. Obviously, I don't know how you play very well. You guys have improved equipment and something and have really taken off since you've been able to really like dedicate to this new equipment you have and how you play. You've been just destroying over the past few months. So I mean, just that team right now, if you turn Gold, Payne, and Pete, that's a pretty damn good foursome, if you ask me.
Yeah. We're hoping to
make sure you get into the room, Peep. I don't want to catch shit for if you don't make it.
Yeah, I'm hopping in right now.
All right. and so Payne, obviously, like I said, you've been around the same team for a minute. You've seen, where it's been like the Trick Show, the Trick and Jonica show. They brought in a real deal to increase the team at the end of the first season. It must be, must feel really good to be able to be out there like, doing your own thing and be so successful so quickly.
Well, yeah. I've been improving a lot.
I mean, a lot of people like guys like Broda. A lot of guys who are like these kind of unsung guys that do a great weekend. You want to call them foundation player, utility player, whatever you want to call them. But those guys that don't get a lot of hype, but are the ones that like make good teams great. Is what I put you in there. Like I said, like Broda and players like that, guys that don't get a lot of hype, but do really are that cement that holds the team together. Like you have Devour and Villains, who does the clap, and then you have Head who's kind of holding it together, stuff like that. And it really seems that you're kind of getting your kind of like the way I look at it is like told you so is what you guys are saying. That you guys thought we were all tricky. We're not all tricky. We're actually some great clappers in and of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Trick is a great guy, but we're not trying to make a statement or anything against him. We have a lot of people.
Not a statement against. I think I'm making a statement against all of us. Everyone in the lobby that thinks that you guys are one trick pony. You guys are not. You guys have shown now that you guys are deep. Give it at least 8 players that can clap in these scrims. I mean, you take any of these players, anyone, Gold, Payne, you Peep, you turn, or you go down to Trick, Jonica, Jordan, or both those guys are on Accelerate and Meeseeks, but still, all those guys, there's not one weak link on either one of those teams.
Yep.
So you said you were looking for a 4th. What what type of player are you looking for to hit that to bring in to fully flesh out this team?
Well, right now Payne's been the IGL pretty much, but either an IGL or probably most likely an IGL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I know that's what I was like, Pat. I think you're in that best position in that foundation player. I think that's where you succeed the best. That's where you can do the most damage. And like I said, one of the top utility. I really look at put players in those classifications. Are you a bolt action guy like Gold? Are you a foundation player? By the top guys, you and Broda, stuff like that. Pete just turned into quite the fragger, just out fragging out, doing his own thing. But with that said, Pete, one thing that you were doing very well when you were playing with Trick is taking some of that pressure off of Trick. You know, Trick does very well when he has someone to take some pressure off. But with you going on to this red team, who is your like other fragger right now that's going to get the kills with you, making sure that everyone's just focusing on you. Now that your name's out there as number 3 overall fragger, all eyes are going to be on you. They're going to be like one after you. If they get a shot on you or knock on you, they're going to thirst you. Who's helping you out to keep that pressure off of you?
Well, honestly, like my role, I feel like on this team is more of a support. Payne is a really good close quarters and also U-turn, and I feel like I'm just a support, but I can also be close range sometimes. But yeah, mostly support.
As we jump into this Sandhawk match, I want to bring you guys back in a couple weeks when we're like 3 quarters through to see if you guys are up in that top 5 and really make it a Cinderella run at this after being not even in the beginning. So thank you guys very much for coming in tonight, and good luck for the rest. Good luck tonight and for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, that was
and that right there,
and
Voodoo, I think that's a team that no one was even talking about. The team didn't even exist before the season started, so there could be none of our pre-games. But that's the one team I don't want to run into with 12 teams left. I just run into that squad right there because they can take out any team in this lobby if the situation is right. It's not like there's that one team that if you said, what are the odds of them running through Forsaken Gaming Red? I'm going to say, oh, they're those guys are a bunch of scrubs. They'll get through them easily. They are a high-quality team.
Oh, absolutely, and they've shown that time and again as well. But really quick, as we jump into match number 3, really quick, we have the updated scores, but we are missing scores from game number 1. We are missing scores from game number 1, though. We have game number 2 scores right there.
Place?
Yeah, that's game 2.
Wow,
that's game 2.
How can that be when they only have 39 points and?
That's game 2.
Only 4 match 2.
Yeah, that's only game 2. That's right. Oh boy. Alright, so we are back again, and the scores were for Game 2 only. Game 1 scores are still being added up, still being verified, but without further ado, let's just jump straight into the Sandhawk match we have up in our hands, and taking a quick look down at the spread right here. Looks like we had a plane path going from Mong Nai down towards Ruins, ending in Tambang, but we do have a lot of teams trying to go coast route rather than going straight down the middle. We have 2 teams down mid in boot camp. One of them is Quack Fu, and the other one will be J4F this time, and they're both going to be dropping hot in boot camp, battling it out right from the start. On the other hand, in Painan, we have Unzipped, who will be fighting it off with Meeseeks Academy right across the river. Down south, we will have another fight between Forsaken Gaming's red team and, of course, Tequila Shots by Camp Charlie. OUTcast Alpha might just come in with a third party one more time. J4F, on the other hand, dropped in boot camp, tried to exchange a couple of shots, but looks like they're going to fall back and try to pinch Quack Food down from all angles as Hax takes over the north side. Chili is trying to rotate back into the boot camp right after he clears out these warehouses. But let's see how it turns out eventually, as Camp Charlie is the first one to see some knocks right there. Truny going down, Gold trying to get that thirst off. Razik and Broda tried to pop a couple of shots through the window, but not going to do much damage over there. Broda still up.
What did I say? Do not want to run this Forsaken Gaming red team early in a match.
Absolutely not. It's one of those teams where you're not just fighting against the team. If you drop right on them, if it's right at the beginning of the match, you're also fighting the RNG, because what if they get those guns and you don't? It's like they don't even need guns. They can wipe you without one. And then you land them right in the middle of Camp Charlie with nothing for your team. You are in a bad spot, my man. Just the best course of action would be to back out of there. They did get one down, though. I think they did drop Payne down. Yeah, they did indeed. Right before going out, apparently, Tequila Shots' Tryhard and Truny were able to drop Payne down, and Razik has the right idea. He's trying to get some distance from Forsaken Gaming and try to get some angles going where he can probably catch them coming out of Camp Charlie, but as long as you are trying to get them knocked inside Camp Charlie, it's going to be a hard game for you. Broda is going to really, really wide down towards the east side right now, but I don't think it's going to turn out any good for Tequila Shots. Not right here, not right now anyway. Taking a look back down on the south, or rather southeast or southwest coast right here, we have MO4 landing right next to 10 HP, and it's Dark J against Goldie, a 1v1. No other member from either of the teams in sight. Well, actually, Prod's right there, but it was a 1v1 that never happened. That would have been a good 1v1. Dark J holding it off, not giving away any footsteps, not giving away his position. Let's Prod get away with that, or rather, let's Goldie get away with that. That was an easy knock and a thirst, but at the cost of giving away your position. So good on Dark J holding his patience right there. Now Goldie might get caught out in the open from top as Elma Mott comes on as well. And Elma Mott right now supported by Kush. They're not looking down at Goldie at all. Goldie able to make it back, but Prod not so lucky.
This is what 10HP hates. 10HP hates in those situations where they have to take a fight where they don't want to. This is where this is their kryptonite. You want to take fights that they're in charge of, and have them be as late in the match as possible. They'd love to go down there in that southwest corner, knock him, Tambay, Same, get a boat, and rotate all the way up north to Hot Tin. But they're going to have to take this fight. Again, it's going to be a hard fight against this Meadow 4 team.
That's right, and that's another one of the things that we have seen, that one guy who just falls back a little bit, try to hold back, preventing the pushes, somehow, some way gets away from the line of sight of his team, and that is basically the recipe for disaster, because if your team can't see you, they can't see the guy shooting at you, they can't protect you, they can't provide cover fire, they can't provide suppressing fire. So it's always the best practice, probably in my opinion, to be in line of sight, even if you're 100 or 200 meters out. As long as you're in line of sight, you can get some help from your teammates, but that was not the case for Prod. He was right out in the open, away from the teammates, and was definitely taken down as well. Right now, J4FR pushing up on Quackfu as well. One already downed, and he is right back on the all chat. He wants an interview. Hacks going down though. Hacks will get thirsted right here. This is intense. Nobody even wants to let them live. And Archangel is going to be the last one up. Chili is trying to get up. Trovo Waymax gets up in the face of Archangel. Drops him down to about 50% health, but not enough to drop him down out of the game right now. Waymax holds his time again. Is going to boost up. Ready up for that push. Archangel not able to make a lot of moves right there. Probably not able to get that pickup off on the teammates either. And that's two-man push is on Archangel. Exchanges some shots. Goes down to the drop shot. Finally from Trovo Waymax. On the other hand, Forsaken Gaming has come out on top of the bootcamp hill, and they're going to be looking in all directions. They are more or less center zone as Bullet drops a couple of shots down on Ziggy. Looking at Sabus now, but they do have SpaceX's Hulk already crossing over, so got to be careful of getting that off angle from Space Hulk, but Bullet's holding himself off so strong right now. He doesn't even need any of his team to come back to suppress him, and there they come anyway. Jordan is still trying to get some information from bootcamp. He knows at least one of the teams wiped over there, but he doesn't know how many more there are, so he's gonna hold off, get some more information before they even decide to push up on them. We still got some fights going on. Apparently, OUTcast Alpha is engaging SpaceX down by Painan. And it looks like they did get a couple of knocks as well. Not able to get a thirst, did they? Drago did get thirsted though. Three-man squad for SpaceX just by the bridge on the west of Painan right now. Let's see how this turns out, because we also have Meeseeks Academy fighting it off with Unzipped down in Painan, and they might just push up on either of the teams right next. SpaceX or OUTcast Alpha. Batman's down. Trek's getting the pickup. Savage is trying to get into the mix as well. He is danger close with everybody. K9 drops a couple of shots. Savage gets caught out in the open, though. Bruce Lux on top is still trying to get some angles from the window, but not able to do much. Batman, however, gets picked up by Trex. Meanwhile, Bruce Lux still working his way around, preventing those pushes as Puddles and User get some eyes down towards Savage. Bruce Lux goes for an off angle. There's User. Bruce Lux spots him. Is not able to drop him yet. Now the shot's coming in, and down he goes as well. User's down. K9 coming in from behind. Drops Batman down, but Trex is on top of it again. K9 goes down again. Batman will be picked up. Unzipped, not looking good. Puddles, the last one up, needs to get that pickup off on User. Some shots exchanged between Bruce Lux and Puddles right now, but not a lot of difference made either ways in either direction. Puddles is able to pick up. Oh, wow, how? Oh, that nade is going to do the damage. Down. Why would you not move, my man? You just saw that nade pop in your face. And down goes Puddles. He was just sitting there picking his buddy up as that nade landed right on his face, and he saw it go off as well. God damn, good plays from Meeseeks Academy one more time though, wiping that Painan drop clean and Unzipped, not looking good. Another match with a low placement point, probably did get 1 kill point out of that one, but FA Trex and Meeseeks Bruce Lux holding it down so strong for the team. Taking a look back down on the south side though, we got MO4 who got prod, 10 HP prod earlier on, exchanging shots against Autobots. Rain gets caught out in the open though, and J10 is trying to make his way around, getting a different angle, and hopefully getting some better positions and some hard cover as well now that Autobots are more than aware of MO4 Black's position. El Mamont coming out on top, almost getting spotted, but not enough though. They're not even shooting at El Mamont right now. Now El Mamont spots them. Saibe goes down. Fat Boy's trying to make his way in for a couple of shots against El Mamont. A good nade might just drop Fat Boy down. Rain's already low, so he's going down instantly. Well, not anymore anyway. Smoke screen's coming up. Autobots are going to drive away from this. Or maybe not. We'll find out. Man, this is intense. Both these teams are out of the zone. This is only the second zone. It's not going to hurt much. So both the teams do have quite a lot of time on their hands before they have to move in. J10 getting spotted again, but not dropped this time. El Mamont still holding the ridge, still preventing that push coming in from Fat Boy and Rain, but they have the buggy. They can just drive off and cut MO4 Black out in the middle of their tracks. They should have done that a long time ago. If they had a 2-2 split going, I do believe at least two of them should have taken that buggy and cut MO4 Black off and not let them get to that hard cover. Now, MO4 do have hard cover, and they do have a good position to overlook literally everything around them. And Autobots will have a hard task up in their hands to come out of this one. Where is Forsaken Gaming? There it is, Forsaken Gaming Red Team. We just heard from them in the interview, and they're coming up on Painan Hill, and they're trying to drop some shots down on MSK Academy as well. Bruce Lux gets caught. One of the top fraggers for the team is down and needs a pickup right now. Batman trying to pop a couple of shots down at Gold, but he's not going to hit most of those. He did drop him down just a little bit, did hit him enough to make him fall back, but not enough for the rest of the team to go back either. U-Turn still trying to push ahead. Peep is still trying to make his way ahead as well. U-Turn probably might be able to get some eyes down on Batman as he tries to cross over as well. Bruce Lux, on the other hand, has just about crawled his way into safety for Trex to pick him up again, but U-Turn is on top of this situation. He's trying to get some eyes down on that drop. He has no idea where Trex and Bruce Lux are, and both of them are holding it off so well, not letting their position known either. They want to wait till the last moment until they are absolutely sure of getting that knock to get that knock, because they do have some good players in their team. We got Pete, Gold, and U-Turn for Forsaken Gaming's Red Team. Payne got taken out earlier on in the game though. Now Gold trying to pop a couple of nades in the shack. I guess that was a pre-fire nade. That wouldn't have worked. Autobots finally were able to catch MO4 Black out as well though. Looks like they did go for that split after all, and they did drop him down after all as well. FA Trex is so low again. A good nade from Peep was able to drop Bruce Lux down again. Trex just gets that heal off in time. Gold is trying to close in as well. U-Turn drops a molly. It's going to prevent Trex and Bruce Lux from moving back. Batman is really wide from that flank. Pops a couple of shots in. Not going to do much damage. Trex will get caught on the distance though, and down goes Trex. Bruce Lux trying to pop that heal off. Is it going to be in time though? Here comes Gold. He's going to spray in the dark and get that knock off as well. Down goes Trex. Down goes Bruce Lux. Batman will have to work some miracles to try to get that position anywhere between top 15. He only needs to survive at least 2 more teams before him to actually score some placement points, if none. But the zone, on the other hand, is so brutal today. It keeps moving on the edges, and again we are looking at a northeast side zone up into the Harteen Island. Jordan able to catch a couple of heads right there on Daddy Clown, and down and out go SpaceX as well. Some good teams getting knocked out of the game early on this time.
Yes, now we're at the magic point. I don't know if you've been reading the. You take a second to read that DMs on what's going on. I can give you a second to take over this if you need to check it out there. What they're talking about. That's why I was kind of zapped out as Misfire trying to get in through Tat Mach into the blue. It seems now it's all going to be on this. Looks like Alpha Island. Teams like Aurora and who else is it? That's Mobile Warriors getting up on the top of that mountain, getting themselves a nice position. That's going to be the zone. The OUTcast Alpha team coming up behind Cap Alpha. It could Aurora. You have Copio and Maia keeping a little bit of a rear door guard there, so in case coach shows up. And also, with that said, T for P coming up in a flanking position over by OUTcast Alpha. So let's say T for P could be running into OUTcast Alpha on that rotation up. Then way down the bottom, you have Autobots and 10 HP battling it out in ruins in the blue. So now you have a 3-man battle pretty much with the blue, the Autobots, and 10 HP all fighting down in ruins. As Voodoo just has to just answer a quick question from the Monkey Monks in OUTcast. Looks like Forsaken Gaming Red is going to get over from the south of the building just for fun. It's still in boot camp, but they're going to be in the circle still. Misfire coming in, trying to come in, but they're going to try to see up behind OUTcast Bravo. Will they know that they're there? I don't know. I guess we have 16 teams left. You don't want to be the 16th to be knocked down, get that one placing point, and now it pushes into the half water, half on the very edge of and Meeseeks. Meeseeks gets that. No, that position nobody wants. That 16th place position, a team that was playing so well that they decided to get themselves knocked down at 15. And now it looks like Misfire Aries up north is going to be running into OUTcast Bravo. And now we would look at VC's Jordan. He's coming up from the south down on the other side, but right behind him is Forsaken Gaming Red. Behind him and to his left, Skeel Shots Razik, and right behind them is Metaphor Bravo behind them, along with Villains as he does get knocked. That'd be a huge loss for this team if Jordan gets that, and Jordan does get finished. So that's obviously a huge loss with 15 teams left. But they do still have Donica. They still have the most of that team. Donica and Trick with Bullet and Jordan knocked out. They have 6 kills overall. But now they still have to push up. Excuse me. In this, you have to push up to their left on that hill. It's T for P and Aurora, but they're getting right behind them is Forsaken Gaming Red, along with the last member of Tequila Shots, and then they're going to be running right into Metaphor Alpha and Villains. So it's there's a lot of people on this west coast of this thing, and now it looks like Misfire, Aries, and OUTcast Bravo are getting into it right now with Elusive and Kelly up.
Well, just as you were saying that, looks like OUTcast Alpha were able to wipe MOW out of the game as well, and now they're going to be running, or rather, now they're going to be gatekeeping 10 HP coming out of Hot Teen as well. I don't even know how 10 HP made all the way into Hot Teen, though. This team has some shit going for their rotations, man. They're on top of that thing. How do you even get there without dying? They do have like 3 men up right now. OUTcast Bravo, on the other hand, was able to drop a couple of key shots down on Misfire, and Elusive is down as well. The last man up, Cal, is getting pinched by Crispy and Snuggles inside. Snuggles going for that first push, gets dropped by Cal, but Crispy right on top of that was able to drop Misfire Aries out with help of Snuggles. Snuggles will get picked up. They're just about on the edge of that safe zone and plenty of time in their hands to make that heal off and get to that next zone as well. But let's take a look on the other side where we have Cosmos. Of course, is this the team that was previously known as Oracles, if I'm not mistaken? I think
Cosmos, Oracle. Yeah, Cosmos Esports formerly known as Oracle.
That is right, and they do have quite a good zone right here, straight down the center, but they got to be careful of OUTcast Alpha. If they do decide to come up on top of that west side hill, they might have their work cut out from them. On the other hand, Forsaken Gaming, red team gets caught out in the open. J4F, Chili with the shots from across in the water. What is that positioning? Trovo, Waymax, and Chili. Waymax gets caught, almost gets dropped, but it is not enough. Chili still dropping that fire down, and Peep goes down this time. Chili with the VSS is doing a lot of damage on this Forsaken Gaming red team. Peep almost getting thirsted right there. Saibe is going to go down. Oh, just about gets that heal off right on time as well, but it's not looking the greatest for Forsaken Gaming whatsoever. Trovo, Waymax finally makes his way back to Chili. He's going to try to cross over and get some zones as Chili holds the red team off. The red team is also getting pushed up by Autobots' Saibe. The last one up drops a couple of AK shots and U-turn goes down. Gold is going to turn right around, drop him down, but shots on him from a distance, and down he goes. Chili with gold kill as well. Another VSS kill for J4F's Chili. That is insane VSS work right there from Chili. Villains, on the other hand, this time make it all the way up to 8th spot, but they do have 2 down and they need to get them picked up ASAP. Devour's been downed and he is getting pushed up on by Frankie right now. He's going to have to make that pickup off instantly as he gets there because they're not looking too good. OUTcast Alpha finally does make their way on top as well. A good... Well, not just a good, that's a great position to be in, given this zone, to be honest.
And this is why we see this THPT. This is what they do. We saw them getting a little bit of beef early. They didn't really like to take that. They're kind of getting their shit handed to them. They're able to get themselves out of that situation, and now they're in a top 6 placement. They got those points. They've got themselves 4 kills. Maybe give themselves 1 or 2 more kills, top 5, and this is what they do, match in, match out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now 10HP finally deciding to come into the play. Ecuador dropping that canine on Vincent, and down goes Vincent. 10HP Bliss is down to a sliver of health with those single taps from top. OUTcast Alpha are dominating the position over here anyway. T4P's Dodger is still alive right behind OUTcast Alpha. He's creeping up on them right now. If he spots them and drop at least 2 of them, he might even be able to get a full wipe. But right now, with 5 teams alive, it's going to be a hard call to get that wipe going, though. Sarge jumps down. Brownie comes right around, try to spot villains out in the open, but is not able to. Not yet anyway, but he gets almost spotted. Dodger does spot Avi, though, and down goes... I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but down goes Avi, and we got Dodger now coming down on Brownie. Sarge is low as well, but he will have to make his way all the way around if he does want to come up for a pickup. Brownie still holding, letting Dodger do his thing, and Brownie's just going to peek his head and drop him down. Dodger, on the other hand, though, is ready for it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Brownie? I'm ready for you, bro. And down he goes indeed. Dodger just about on the edge of the zone, trying to make his way in. He's going to be laying down that third party in every direction off him. 5 teams alive just as Frankie takes Perk down as well. Vincent goes down to a molly one more time. And a 2v3 down at the bottom between Cosmos and Villains. Villains almost getting caught. Lucky almost getting caught as well. Devour comes right around, but Lucky on top of that. Devour goes down, is thirsted. Frankie and Hendrix, the 2-man alive.
And look at that team. A team that we suck at night that was throwing down, could have been dominating in one match later. A team that now has how many kills now? They have 7 kills. They're getting a top 5 finish. Just destroyed that entire squad. Gave me some getting completely rolled over not 20 minutes ago.
Absolutely. It could definitely be anyone's match. It does come down to who has the better drop right from the beginning. If you're not losing a couple of members right at the start, you're probably going to do better than most teams. But if you lose any 1 or 2 members right off the get-go, it's going to be a hard game for you, no less. But right now, as we speak, looks like 10 HP got taken out of nowhere. Sarge and Dodger are danger close to each other, but none of them are in a position to get a fight on. Now, Dodger might have to jump down, and he's going to jump down straight in front of Sarge. That is unless Sarge gives away the position first, but it doesn't look like Sarge will. He doesn't have to unless anyone pushes him. Now, Dodger trying to get some eyes down below. He's not able to see anything, any moves. Villains, on the other hand, will be pretty comfortable in that zone and that wall for cover as well. Neither of Dodger or Sarge have that cover. Sarge is trying to make his way closer, but I don't know how good of a plan that is.
Oh, Sarge is done.
Yep, that.
Frankie.
It is indeed going to be Villains
now-
taking that win now. Dodger is still in the game.
He's just going to heal off.
Yeah, he's in the game, but there's not much he can do from there.
I would at least try to jump down or something.
Well, he's dropping a couple of shots now, but he's down.
They know. Yeah, so look at this team. A team that, like I said, was not that 21st. All they can do is first place, 21st. They prove it, my point. They've shown that I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I get paid the big bucks. That these guys are either going to come in first place or 21st. They pretty much did exactly that. So after match 3, they're going to be in first place as I take these photos. There we go.
Well, Villains, of course, did grab that first place position,
That's
and
right.
they do have 8 kills under their belt as well. Not too far behind was T4P, with Dodger securing that second position and also grabbing a couple of kills for himself, taking that team kill total all the way up to 7 kills. OUTcast Alpha coming out in third position. Sarge, the last one to go down. They did have a great position up top, all 4 up almost till the end of the game, but of course they did get picked off one by one as well. They have another 7 kills in their names. And fourth position was 10 HP with their own passive-aggressive style of gameplay, and they are doing so consistent with that gameplay. Fourth position secured again a top 5 finish for them. Cosmos now stopping by on 5th position, got taken out by Villains, the top team this game, but a great game themselves. They picked up another 6 kills for the team just for fun in 6th position. 7th position was OUTcast Bravo. Forsaken Gaming red team coming out in 8th position. Autobots in 9th, and of course Forsaken Gaming coming out in the 10th position.
As we go, let me just upload these photos.
Alright, so screenshots uploaded. We're gonna have some more results coming out pretty soon for game number 3. However, who do we have for interview right here?
Baby from Misfire should be coming in as soon as I send her the invite.
Awesome. So we will see you guys in a little bit, and of course it's going to be Misfire Baby joining us for another interview with MŠF Pickford. It's a Misfire party. What am I doing here?
That's right.
Alright, so we are back, and we do have Misfire Baby up in here with us, and yes, we can hear you. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to, for the first time that I know of, from Team Misfire, my team, my favorite team out there. We have the IGL / team leader / all around bolt action badass bitch that is Baby. Baby, thank you for giving us a little bit of your time.
Yep, you're very welcome.
So obviously we've seen some changes going on in this Misfire team. We saw we had 3. We usually have 3 teams. We went down to 2, and now the decision was made to try to put out the best team we possibly could in one team and really solidify that instead of trying to just put out 2 teams. What do you think? What was the kind of the mindset behind that putting out the best possible team that Misfire could?
Well, we're just trying to do like the best that we can within OUTcast and try to put out the best people that we have. Therefore, we can get better placement. Because placement's all we're really worried about. We're not even worried about kills.
Now, if you don't know the kind of history of Misfire, the team that we're having right now, this Aries team, was kind of a dead team going into the season. But and Baby, what team were you on before? You were on Aries, right?
Yeah, I've been on Aries since I've came to Misfire.
So I was just like, and this is the kind of like stand-up lady that Baby is. I was like, we kind of talked about the teams, and maybe we'll just let Aries kind of fade away and just have these other 2 teams. And Baby Strip says, no, I'll step up, I'll take this team, I'll IGL it, I'll team lead it. I want to build this team up, and that's what she did. And not only that, she got some players in there, like she got a bunch of players and really built that team up, and now it's pretty much the main team. So kudos to you for taking a team that, and people say, like, how do I get into a leadership position? How do I become an IGL? How do I become a team leader? Sometimes an opportunity shows up and you got to take it. So
Right.
when Aries was kind of falling apart, what was your mindset that you thought you could kind of like take over and work that team back to life?
Well, since I've been a part of Aries since we've been there, whenever Artie was there, like I'm not gonna say like I kind of really helped him, but like I try to make rotations and everything. And as soon as I seen Aries was dying, I was like, it's not even gonna happen because I can step up and make a team and we can become successful.
Now, if in case you've never played with Baby, you are I'm gonna say a passionate young lady, passionate about this game and about doing it. I usually spend about half my time talking Baby, half my time talking her off the ceiling from wanting to murder somebody or kill everybody or whatever. But one of your best features is bolt action, and that's something that I don't have. So is that something you've always had, or is that something you learned, you practiced in training? Like, are you just been good at that turning and sniping so quickly? How did you get so damn good at that?
I really don't know. At first, I usually wouldn't use a sniper, but then I started using them, and I was just off the chain with them. So there wasn't really, like, I wasn't about to just stop. Like, if I can get a sniper, I'm gonna sit there and snipe y'all.
Now, see, when I play, when I play in other areas, I've played under Baby. So you say, oh, but Pickford, you're the boss. Not when I'm playing. The way we worked in this IGL Baby runs the shit. And my number one rule was Pickford, you find a 6x or you find a bolt action, you call it out, you get it in Baby's hands because you want to put the best weapons in the weapons that people can do it. And that's what you've been doing. You've been pretty much killing it for the Misfire team, pretty much the biggest killer on the team so far. So now that the dust is kind of settled and it is what it is, what do you see? What is Misfire trying to do with this team? Currently, I think they're in 15th place. There was a lot of drama, a lot of like people leaving, stuff like that, kind of threw the whole team off of their game plan. Now that's gonna settle down. What is your next goal for the team?
Well, the next goal for the team is to become like more successful and gain synergy with each other, so we can be like one of the best teams out there and probably place like, I want to at least get top 10 within this scrim, but we just have to gain synergy and our rotations and stuff.
Yeah, I think that definitely you have the
because we have the
skills.
potential in guns.
Yeah,
still, but
I think you're right with guys that you've had there like Elusive. You have yourself, Cal, Rogue, Boca, all those guys they have the skill set. It's just like I said, get all on the same page. And one thing, and I'll tell you what, I'll give you some behind the scenes talk. When Misfire, when we're in our Discord, we're going at each other. We're like, should we be more aggressive here, more passive here? How should we play? We're talking about a lot of stuff, arguing with each other. I call it just like the family discussion. We have meetings every Tuesday night. How can we be the best in the situation? That's something we were talking about today. Just should we be more passive, more aggressive, and we're pretty much breaking down all the aspects of the game. And I think so far tonight, we have been doing quite well, especially that second match. It was quite well done. Now going into the fourth match of the night, we've had a pretty good night. How do you kind of prevent from having just like, you don't want to have that like 3 good matches and then end up the night in 21st. So what's the mindset going to this last Erangel match, this FPP?
well, we're just gonna really work on getting placement and try to like not take fights unless they're needed, so we can gain at least a couple more points within placement.
Well, yes, ma'am. I live in New England and it's storming pretty bad here. Places like here, but I'll let you get in there. You're the only one not in there, so make sure you get in there, or I'm not getting in trouble for that. I'm not going to get capital lettered by you in the Discord if I don't get you out of here in time. so you can get in there. So again, Baby, thank you for giving us your time. Good luck. Really good luck. I hope you guys win this last match. And finish off the night on a high note. And tell Aaron, tell Elusive that he's terrible.
Yeah, I will, because he is.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And there you go. That is the IGL, the team leader of our competitive team. Baby, she has been killing it so far this season. I talked to her a lot. And she is, well, I guess what, if you know Baby, then you know what I mean when I say that she's a spirited young lady. She's no wilting flower or one to not, she will give you her opinion whether you want it or not. And like I said, I spend most of my time scraping her off the ceiling when she doesn't go into some other Discord and melt somebody down, because that's how bad she gets sometimes. But it's all because she cares. If she didn't get mad, I mean, she doesn't care. And when, like I said, Autobots left and some of the guys left, she stood there. She's like, I'm here for the long haul. I'm here to make this work. And so I respect her and I love her for that. And she is one of the most important people on the Misfire team. So I hope we're able to continue being successful for the rest of the night. But that good news, I have some bad news. It looks like because your boy Pickford and your boy Voodoo weren't smart enough to take photos of the first picture or the first round.
So what's happening with this right here is we have the scores for Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4, but for the Game 1, we will have the official results out on the OUTcast channel.
So this is what's going to happen, folks, is that as soon as it's over, I have to go back and watch that match at like quarter speed and just read and watch the kill feed. And then once I can, and then I'll have what I do is I have the sheet of all the teams that are playing. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I can find that. And then what I'll do is then I'll just, just write them down. And then when I look at that team, I'll put them out in that place, in that place, in that place. So it's gonna take me a minute, but one of the options was to play it again. And if they told me if I was Forsaken Gaming and we had to play that game again, I would have probably murdered somebody, because if I got that many points. So I said there was debate on should we not even count it? Should we count the last match twice? I said, and then I finally said, screw it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Well,
I'll be up till 0 Dark 30 tonight. We watch that so I can give the information to Bliss. And all those guys work very, very hard too. So it's not like they're going to be doing work too. But since I'm the one that's available, I'll be in there watching the VOD afterwards at quarter speed, writing down who died when.
More than once, more than likely. You're probably going to have to watch it over and over again. But
yeah, nothing's worse when you get like 3/4 of the way through and you miss somebody, and it's not adding up, and you're like, why do I have a 14th place and a 17th place? Where are the rest of them? What is? Oh, you have to start again.
And it's even worse when you're looking at the kill feed and the guy and the team's already dead, but their thirst just got their knock just got bled out. And now where did this come from?
The key is you don't watch any of the information, any of the entertainment. No. All you do is you just focus on the kill feed.
Yep.
Don't mistake a knock for a kill.
Absolutely, dude. I know exactly what you mean.
No matter how far behind the kill feed gets, it'll eventually catch up. So you don't have to worry about what's going on in the field. You just watch the kill feed and write it down. And then once you write it down, then you can kind of like place the people where they need to be. Because you can see. Yeah. Because it'll say like when someone dies, it'll lose a team. Teams will go down by one. Mm-hmm. So.
Look, I had to do that for a Sandhawk match, which is much better than doing it for an Wrangle match. But I had to do it for a Sandhawk match as well, and that was probably after about 3 a.m. when we ended our scrims. Yeah. And I went straight into the video watching, and I watched that video like almost all the way up till I want to say 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and I still had a couple of kills off. It is crazy, man. It's not fun. No shit. But on the screen right now, we do have some scores, and why I am with you against redoing that match is because, like we see right now, with just Game 2 and Game 3 counted in the scores, Forsaken Gaming is on 13th spot. But if we count their 54 points win from Game 1, that is going to make a huge difference in the scoreboard.
Right now, they would have 74. They right now they would be in first place with 74 points.
Absolutely.
Over OUTcast. So that just tells you right there although they're not in 13th place, they're in first place. We know that for a fact. We know that first match and that's gonna be one of my foundational things when I go in there. Yeah. So I know that they're gonna be leaving out with 54 points.
Absolutely.
So that always has to be the same. So they technically, even though it says that they're in 13th place with 20 points, they're really in first place. And even if we made them replay it, I mean, that would have been so. That's just, just to see a team score that many points and not get credit for it because we fucked it up is just not fair. So I'd really just spend the time and just watch it. It'll take an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But I think it's well worth getting those guys the score that they. And not only that, but everybody that's what they really earned, and not just double counting some other one or not counting it at all.
Yeah, obviously, man. That is completely the truth and the honest truth. But speaking of the truth, another truth is that Game 4 is on and we are late to it. Let's hop right in.
Oh, no.
Game 4, the final game of tonight's scrims right here, presented to you by, HyperX, brought to you and presented to you by HyperX. And of course, I am accompanied by MŠF Pickford, Misfire Pickford himself, who's going to be up all night watching some videos, trying to get that score sheet filled up. But another way to fill that score sheet up will be by killing. And let's take a look at this playing path. Is it worthwhile for these teams to land hot in this game? Is it a playing pad that allows for teams to play a little more aggressive, given that this is the last match of tonight's scrims? What do you think, Pickford? What are we going to be looking
at? It really depends. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of that aggressive thing. You can't win a match in the first round. You can only lose. But with that said, you can get more places. If I'm going to be more aggressive, I would be more aggressive in trying to get to a place where maybe I wouldn't go normally. Maybe jump into a place, maybe jump into Rosshawk to get a vehicle to get to North George, something like that. But I'm not just going to jump military. I'm not going to, because I know that SpaceX is going to be at Novo. I know Meta 4 and 10 HP is going to be, Meta 4 is going to be at military. 10 HP is going to split loot around there. I know that, Aurora is going to be down there. I know that that Autobots is going to be up by Quarry and stuff like that. So it just depends. I know that maybe probably Forsaken Gaming and Unzipped, maybe those teams are maybe going to be up there by Yasnaya, maybe Misfire Ares down there by Milta. But there could be some deviation, but most of that's going to be where everyone's going to be.
Absolutely, and there is deviation for sure in the name of Aurora, who's decided to split drop on the east side, completely a U-turn from where they actually drop. And right now, Glitchy is dropping right on top of FG, Forsaken Gaming's red team, and Gold is gonna catch Glitchy out in the open. What are you doing, Glitchy? Move! Why are you just standing there? I don't think Glitchy's here, man. Glitchy's just standing out in the open right now as Gold loots up. Or am I just lagging? Something's happening, but yep, Glitchy did go in and Glitchy did go down. After all, as soon as I switched to Gold, that was just lag. Shit. So one down for Aurora right off the drop, and then we got Kopiu, who's landed right next to U-turn and Peep, and it's gonna be looking at both of them, but needs some retaliation from Kopiu's team right now. If they can come up behind Peep and U-turn, they might be able to provide some cover fire, but it doesn't look like they have any plans of doing so. Hala with a really wide flank off up on the north side towards Lipovka. Mia's decided to stop on the mini Milta power right there. However, Peep does get caught by Kopiu. Kopiu might just go a little more aggressive right here, but that is not quite the option to. That is not
Kopiu
quite an option.
Needs either push or get out. You gotta knock. There's only two people. Oh no, there's something behind you.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Pain just drove in.
Now you're in trouble.
Yep. Kopiu needs her team. That's what she needs right now.
Because they're just gonna pick Peep up and they're just gonna 3-1 her and she's done.
Yep,
like she needs to either capitalize on that knock, but now here comes now comes a fourth member for Forsaken Gaming while she's all by her lonesome.
She can't even jump in. Hala's coming in on the back as well, but I don't think Hala has any opportunity to come on in. Peep goes down though. Another one down. U-turn's down now. Pain is still up. Is gonna be coming in soon. And she goes right outside. Pain will go down as well. Gold is the last one up. He's right across the corner. Oh my god, she's about to get a wipe going, man. And here comes Mia, and here comes Hala. 3 down for Forsaken Gaming red team. And Gold goes out to Hala's shot. What a play. Kopiu with a 1v4 up in her hands, was able to drop 3 back-to-back, and finally Hala coming in for that final kill on gold and a little bit of toxicity to finish it off with. GG's to Aurora, and such an unlucky play for Forsaken Gaming Red.
Times.
That better be clipped indeed.
Clip that was amazing. Copia just so clutch, taking out not taking out St. Mary's School for the Poor, taking out Forsaken Gaming Red, a team we just talked to. The number 3 clapper in that team took them all out. That they came in and finished off gold. One of the best bolt decks you guys have seen. Wow, great job! And that's a huge knockout in this match because now Forsaken Gaming Red is out of it, and now no other team has to deal with them.
Oh, absolutely. On the other hand, it looks like Forsaken Gaming Main is also not doing too hot themselves, as BP Nikar gets taken down early on by villains. Trick falls back to the church. Jordan and Jonica are not looking good either. Jordan needs some health. I don't even know why he jumped out. He almost got himself knocked again. But he's going to go back in, probably heal up and get that distance from Villains. Villains' king is still inside, or rather in the same side as MSK Jordan and Jonica. If they do catch him, they might be able to do some damage to that Villains team as they try to cross over the road. Trick might be able to catch them as well. So that could be a play that Forsaken Gaming goes with. But right now, with one man down, it's going to be a hard play anyway, especially with Villains coming out of a win in that last game as well. They're going to have their motivations up high for sure.
What villain team is going to be showing up, though? We've seen it. I don't know. Is it the team that came in 21st place? In the second match, or the team that came in first place in the last match?
Absolutely, that is true. I hope that it's going to be that game number 3 Villains team for everybody's sake, but if it's not, it's probably not going to turn out good for them, with Forsaken Gaming being on top of their game, more or less, except game 2.
I mean, Forsaken Gaming, they are have a lead, but they can't afford to score 1 point again. They can't get a 1 point in that set-off match with 6 points total with a 1 point and 5 kills, and get another 1 point finish.
Absolutely, it might even come back to haunt you to actually, stand up for the guys who won the game number 1. Even if all the teams did want to do a rematch, I don't think Forsaken Gaming would have agreed to it, especially not after game 2 and game 3 performance, where they got dropped out in 17th and 10th position respectively. So game 1 is all they had today, unless they win this one. Taking a look back down over by the west side Millie Bridge. However, we got Tequila Shots, who is dropping a couple of shots down on Dembasy, and Slingshot did get caught out in the open. He's been down. He's getting thirsted. Fatal is a little too far behind for Slingshot's liking right now, but he is getting pushed up by a bloodthirsty Tequila Shots team. We got Razik and Broda driving straight in. Fatal just about proning for his dear life right now, hoping that they just give up this pursuit. But if they don't,
this is FPP prone, so she can't see where they're at. Like he can if it was third party. He can only see the grass in front of him.
Yep, he has to rely on his headphones. He better have those Cloud Mix headsets, not gonna lie. Speaking of which, OUTcast is giving away those Cloud Mix headsets in chat as well. Where are you? Enter the giveaway. Meanwhile, back to the game.
On Friday, they're giving away 2 sets of the Bluetooth.
What? Those Cloud Buds? Damn.
That's right. They're giving away 2 sets on Friday. So make sure that if you're not using your tickets tonight, you're saving them up for Friday night, with 2 sets are getting given away.
Well, I'm not using any of mine. I'm gonna use it on Friday. Shit.
There you go.
Shit. There's more chances to win that one. Well, taking a look back though, Aurora with a great wipe on Forsaken Gaming Red have their coast clear all the way down towards farm if they do choose to move over there. Nothing on the west side challenging them at all, unless Misfire Aries team decides to come back down towards Milta instead of going straight into shelter, getting that center zone. But not a lot of teams in center zone. However, a split drop for OUTcast Alpha one more time, a 2-2 split for them close to the Watertown compound, a drop that Pickford loves again. And another drop by the school compound just about southwest of school, and they're probably going to be, Brownie and Advisory are probably going to be running into school pretty soon, and Sarge and Avia is going to be coming in from the different angle into the school, and they're going to regroup and probably be able to hold off both MO4 and J4F up in their spots. That is, unless a different team comes into the play, just as we are looking at SpaceX driving their way in towards the apartments, or more or less the hills just about south of apartments. Let's see if SpaceX does decide to stop over there. That hill is a good position to be in. You can actually see any pushes brewing up from school apartments or whether it is from Pochinki. High ground position in Erangel matches is always good to have. But meanwhile, Forsaken Gaming is driving right past by OUTcast Alpha right now, and OUTcast Alpha decides to chase him down. Brownie gets off, and so does Advisory. Neither of them able to drop any shots, though. They're going to chase it down anyway. They have info on a good team. They're going to chase it down. Let's see if they are going to keep doing that, or are they going to go for the rest of the team? Looks like they're going to go back and group up with Sarge first, and hopefully not get caught out in the open. Meanwhile, SpaceX takes over the north side hill of Pochinki and waiting for the teams to come out of it. They did spot Forsaken Gaming towards their northeast or east, and probably will be going in anytime soon. Not the best of positions. Again, a lot of these teams deciding to be out in the open for some weird reason I just can't seem to understand, but maybe I'm just too dumb for that. That's why I don't play.
I think
scrims.
right now they're rotating in. I think there's plenty of room for some reason. Although there is 20 teams, a vast majority of it is in drivable land. So you can go either north of the river or south. Plenty of room. You don't want to get yourself too trapped right now, but some teams are going to get there. They're going. A lot of teams are going center, and it's not staying a little bit away. Maybe if I'm a team that is going to be a little ballsy, we might go north up there where like T4P is, up north of the river. Maybe it's a push north on this next circle, and you're in a great position. Maybe you go up to 70 and hold that, and just see where the zone goes.
Yeah, holding Severny could be a good play, but coming down from Severny is never a good ride. But T4P, on the other hand, have placed themselves pretty well. If the zone does push up north, the two bridges that people can't take is one by the Rozhok East Side Bridge, not the one in the Rozhok, and then the other one is by the gas station off of Yasnaya. And T4P placed themselves looking over both those bridges, probably even that hill coming in from behind all the way around where OUTcast Bravo team is now rotating out of Yasnaya. They're trying to get somewhat of a center zone right behind T4P and making that move early into the north zone, kind of preempting where the zone might move. It's still a long shot, though. There's still a lot of teams alive and a lot of room for the zone to move to. None of the teams in South George, none of the teams in North George, not in George Pool Crates, not in shooting range. Now, that is something I've not seen in a scrim in a long time.
Yeah, there's nobody up there. It looks like OUTcast Bravo is trying to head up there. Maybe they're going to hold up there and see what the zone does. But nobody in North George, nobody in shooting range. That's a surprise. Just holding like those little compounds just north of Rozhok. There's a couple 4 or 5 building places. So when the zone comes in, we're gonna see if it's a hard push north, it's gonna be genius. But if it's a hard push south, then we'll see probably not that much action because teams won't have to move that far at all.
Oh yeah, obviously. J4F might not have to move all that much. OUTcast Alpha just has to cross the bridge uncontested, mind you. There's literally nobody who's going to be shooting at them. MSK Academy are going to be able to cross over if the zone does shift north as well. But for the most part, most of the teams are bunched up straight down the center, just about 100 meters away from each other. Down in Pochinki, however, we still got villains who have been uncontested.
Oh, and it did push a little bit north, so if you were over in George or shooting range, you'd be golden right now.
Most of the teams are going to be doing that right now. They're going to be driving into George Pool. If not the Craze, they're definitely going to take over Hospital Compound, and some of the teams are going to be going all the way across as well. But quite surprising this time was the fact that villains were able to chase Forsaken Gaming out of their drop in Pochinki. We've seen Forsaken Gaming drop in Pochinki and Yasnaya and destroying everyone who challenges them, but not today because villains had different plan. They chased them out. Forsaken Gaming still 3 men strong, but they did lose one, and they did lose the authority to call Pochinki their hot drop anymore. Because villains just chased them out. You gotta make it your own again. You gotta start dropping there again. You gotta start shitting on people again. Yasnaya is still your drop, though. I'm gonna give them that one. Yas is their drop.
And now these teams are pushing over there, but nobody in Hospital, nobody in South George, nobody in Crates, nobody in North George. T4P is moving over there. They're one of the first teams to get there, but Bravo is doing it. Now his teams are. How many teams are going to push in there? As it looks like now, this Misfire Air team is going to push right into Aurora. Looks like they're driving right past them.
Yep, they are having a death race
But it
right now.
looks like they're all on single-player vehicles. So, although Maya does jump out in case she has to engage, but she jumps back in. It looks like Aurora and Misfire are going to be like this, like literally racing each other to whatever zone they're going to. Maybe Misfire is going to go to where the Cal jumped out. They're all dropping out right in the red zone.
I don't know why though. I don't know why Monty did not drop any shots at Aurora when they were so close, because Monty is probably the only gunner in both these teams at this point, because every single person was on a different vehicle at the time. So Monty might have been able to drop a couple of shots on Kopiu or on Mia as they were driving right past each other, but he did not for some weird reason. On the other hand, Aurora just about stopping on top of SpaceX and catches Drago out of nowhere. Now, Junie got caught out of nowhere, and Drago going for that pickup. Junie will get picked up after all. Indeed, Misfire Aries finally stopping by as well. Is going to take a couple of hills. By the ruins, but still not the best position. Like there could not be a better position. Like there's 20 teams in life. Like, there's no matter where you position yourself, there's always going to be a third party.
You could go to I'd go try to go to Watertown. I mean, they're got players all over them. Somebody can go from behind them. I mean, this place where Aries is not, in my opinion, the best place. They don't know that the Watertown's wide open, but if they do, I'm sure they can go right in there and hold that.
Oh, absolutely. But even being in that position, if they knew that there were more teams in this mix, if they knew about Team 17, Team number 6, and Ruins, they probably would not be peeking this all that much, and maybe even let one person from the team just get in that buggy and go scout ahead, go for that Watertown scouting and see if they can take that. But as long as all 4 are staying right here, they are up in the danger from every direction.
You are right, sir.
On the other hand, MOW has placed themselves really smartly up in this game. With all the teams fighting each other, they're just going to pick them off one after another from the castle top in Ruins. They already got a couple of shots down on MO4. Vena's down already. BBC's down already. FPP's already been thirsted. BBC almost getting thirsted this time. Vena will be able to make her way all the way in to get that pickup. Jordan right on the bottom. Jonica on the other side. Forsaken Gaming is ready for the push, but Doa from a distance. MOW's third party is no joke. Down goes Jordan. Real Deal is down. Vena is low. BBC's down. Trick coming right up, but Jordan might just get thirsted. That is it for MO4 right there. But
wow,
it's not looking the greatest for Jordan either. One more tap from MOW and he is down and out. Trick getting single tapped. Not lit though. Jonica will have to jump down for that pickup. Looks like it's going to make it as well. Good smoke cover. MOW was able to do some damage, but not enough apparently. And Jonica and Jordan are going to make it out. But Trick does not. He gets caught with those single taps by Sham. Tequila shots are up in the business again. They just took over that little compound to the west of Ruins as well. Jonica almost getting taken down by the shots from MOW and does get taken down, does she though? No, she doesn't. She made it to Trick and will get that pickup off pretty soon after she gets that heal off. Taking a look back on Misfire with that position, still all 4 strong, still nobody coming behind them. That is just about straight luck. I don't know why no one's pushing in that direction.
Very lucky so far.
That is nothing but luck, because Watertown is a great spot and it's just about like a couple of steps away from OUTcast Alpha. If they did choose to do so, they could just come in Watertown, get that solid cover, and even wipe Misfire from behind. But it doesn't look like OUTcast Alpha is in any hurry to change their position unless they seriously need to. They have a good compound themselves. They probably will not get pushed anytime soon until the zone pushes most of these teams further, either further west or further north. And zone is closing in right now. Not a lot of time left, just about a couple more seconds, and we will have another one up in our hands. MO4 Black Team finally makes it into the zone as well. They are going to be holding off at school until the zone's pushing them out, and zone does move further east, and just like that, we have 10 HP in South George. Nobody in South George the whole game, and just as the zone moves there, 10 HP is there first. They know how to rotate, man. It's always fun watching their plays.
Get in there early, get there, get yourself a position, and hold it down.
Absolutely, and with this zone shift, every single team just disengages and tries to get that early zone as well. MOW is out. Tequila Shots is going out as well. Misfire Aries is driving out. OUTcast Alpha is driving out. Up on top, we got OUTcast Bravo taking a split drop as well. T4P, or rather J4F, is going to cross over, take that compound just about east of George Pool crates. Meanwhile, Aurora gets caught out in the open, and down and out they go. That was an unlucky push. Misfire coming in right behind them, taking that distraction, or taking that attention away from SpaceX, and SpaceX just capitalizing in that situation, and Aurora comes out indeed. Forsaken Gaming, however, is still inside zone, still trying to get some shots off on SpaceX as they try to move out. Junie decides to hold back as the rest of the team already drives around. Jonica is leading her team and going for that early zone as well. Misfire, on the other hand, Rogue gets a couple knocks and thirsts off as well again. They're just picking one kill. They're just picking a couple of kills. Yep, they're just picking them off one by one. They're just driving in and they see something, they shoot at it, get a knock, and get that thirst, keep moving. Not gonna stop anywhere for any of the teams to put them in a bad spot, but right now they are in a bad spot. I don't know what just happened. That car just stopped moving out of nowhere.
They stopped to shoot at somebody, and then this guy started getting shot by everybody.
Oh my God!
By that villains team. That villains team just saw him and just started destroying him. Although Rogue was able, villains is pretty far away, but Rogue was able to stay alive. Now Rogue obviously in straight survival mode. This is a team that has had a couple good matches so far. They're not going to want to throw away the quality matches they've had so far. So they're going to go into, I guarantee you, survival mode, as Rogue will be for the rest of this match.
Oh, absolutely. T4P just got a couple of knocks and thirsts off, as well as they're looking down on OUTcast Bravo right now. Crispy getting lit up a couple of times. We got Team 16, J4F right across the river as well, holding down one of the best compounds in the game right now. Well, given this zone, I think that is a pretty solid compound to hold. Probably apart from the hospital one, but the hospital is a little too on the edge of the zone, so I would definitely go with the compound J4F has chosen as well. Straight down in the center zone, more or less, going to be able to spot every single move coming in their direction from literally everywhere. They have a great 360 vision. They just got to be aware of not looking in the same direction and have all these players look in different direction, holding off different pushes coming in and letting them know. If everyone's looking in the same direction, you're literally doing nothing. That could have been one man's job.
You gotta stay alive right here. With the still 60 teams, this is a fight you don't want to get with Team Great State of New Hampshire up on top of the mountain. Hold it, and what I like is they're holding a small part of that mountain. A lot of people, I think, try to hold too much of that mountain.
Oh, yeah.
But the rest of the teams coming in there, no one in South George, but it's gonna be hard for anyone to get in there. As teams don't try to rotate in, Ghostman Eling's losing players trying to get in. You don't want to be that team coming in 16th place and get that one placement point.
Oh no, absolutely not. And with that said, Ghost is gone. Michael gets taken down as well. Daddy Go-To with those DP shots is doing damage on Ghost Millie Elite right now. Michael is not going to make it in time either. Ghost and Danny are still up, but they're far from the team. Let's see how they play this. They go all the way up to South George. That's probably the best play given that situation, and they have definitely taken that situation up in their hands for sure. T4P now trying to move into zone as well, and the zone just fucks everyone over and comes right back into the main island, and now T4P and OUTcast Bravo are gonna have to fight it out to see which team does make it around. T4P has themselves in the weirdest position ever, because if they go one direction, they'll have OUTcast Bravo there. If they go the other direction, they got OUTcast Alpha waiting. Man, how do you get out of this right now? Now, Samson does spot a J4F across, drops a couple of shots in, but not going to be able to pop any damage in there. OUTcast Alpha, meanwhile, are trying to cross over as well. Advisory is swimming around in the water right now. Meanwhile, out back, Forsaken Gaming is still destroying this lobby somewhat. A little passive than the first game, but they are still destroying the lobby.
Trick does get knocked, though.
Doa from a distance, another M24 shots. Trick goes down. This MOW team has been pretty good with their shots as well, picking their shots and picking their fights and actually capitalizing on them as well. Trick finally will get picked up by Jonica, though. Jordan still trying to get an angle off on MOW. Actually got caught once, almost got down, but it is not going to be enough, and Jordan takes the cue. That is the hint. Just as there's about 40 seconds left for the zone to close in, he's going to move in, pick up the teammates, go for that early zone, and probably able to gatekeep MOW coming out of zone as well, as apparently GOMD Kush from MO4 is still in the mix as well. Forsaken Gaming. Go ahead, man.
Rogue taking shots at Devour.
Oh.
And that's going to cost him because... Oh, Rogue does get the knock on Devour, though. Now he's putting it at Frigga. It's going to be hard, though. Rogue is with 15 places. There you go. If he decided to take some shots at him, he could have kind of let them keep going and try to get in the zone, but he decided to take that fight. Doesn't the knock, but not the kill, but that misfire team is knocked out in 16th place.
Absolutely. Like, given that he kind of had an idea how many people there were, even if he didn't know about all 4 of them, he definitely did see at least 2 or 3 of them. He could have probably held back, but if he was not the first person to shoot, I don't think it's his fault. He got spotted. But if he's the first person to shoot...
Yeah, he was definitely the first person to shoot.
Oh, well, that's a bad play, period. You know?
Yeah, that's... I don't know if I would have made that play. But, you know what? He wanted to try to stay alive, but he decided to make those shots, and we'll have to deal with that and see how the final scores work out.
Yep. Not gonna lie though, that was good shots. He got hip fire shots, mini 14 from about 150 meters out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it doesn't be so difficult to get that finish.
Yep. It doesn't help. Yep. Oh my God! And Dookie from behind. Oh Jesus Christ! He just saved his team.
And they just took out. Was that all the?
Yeah, everyone was down.
Autobots.
Yep, Autobots did manage to get 3 knocks on NH, got 1 thirst off as well, but Dookie comes up right from behind and wipes them out from the face of the earth. Good stuff for Dookie indeed. He's gonna be able to get Nut up, but not gonna be able to make it to who was that who just got thirsted? Not going to be able to make it to Horsepower. Black Kenobi got taken down earlier on in the game as well. But they will have to move further east into the zone, North Hampshire. On the other hand, we got User from Unzip. The last man up for the team, still holding it down, not giving away the position. Nut is danger close, but Nut is also 1 tap. If User pops up right now, he might be able to drop Nut. But again, we got Dookie for cover. So User will have to bide his time, wait for that right moment to push up on... towards the zone as NH leaves as well. Let's take a look back down on the other side of the mountain though, where Villains has taken over the top. They are exchanging some shots against Forsaken Gaming. Trick almost gets taken down with that nade, but he is right on top of things. Frankie gets caught. Frankie gets dropped. Trick is down right back. Hendricks with those shots. King almost got spotted over there by Jordan. Jordan's going to pop a couple of shots and fall back to get a pickup off, but doesn't look like Hendricks is going to let that happen. Doesn't look like King is going to let that happen. Devour goes for the pickup.
Look at how many teams are even in the zone right now.
What? There's just 2 teams inside the zone? There's 13 teams alive.
Is gonna have to get in.
There is 13 teams alive and only 2 of them are in zone. Hendricks goes down. King goes down. Jordan is pulling up right now. 2 down, 2 up. And there comes Devour. Devour goes down as well. 1 up.
Wow.
Jordan's going for that wipe, but Trix comes right back up and down goes Frankie. Last kill. That two-man team of Jordan and Trick is turning out to be a little too OP, my man. Down goes Hacks. Jordan just turns right back around and drops Hacks down like it's nothing.
Even with only 2 players, these guys are still wiping squads out.
Right, like Jordan has 6 kills to his name. Trick has 4 for his name, and then there's 3 more for the team. A total of 13 kills already for Team Forsaken Gaming. Just as they catch FBO's Truny coming in for tequila shots. Trick almost catching them one more time. Jordan got to be careful though. He just peeks up, drops Dookie down again. Some more shots from top though. NH Nut goes down. GME goes for those shots. Jordan with the help as he drops. Who did he just drop? No, North Hampshire down. Yes, sir.
Yeah, New Hampshire. Yeah, Dookie. And now Ghosting's out Nut.
Yes, sir. Ghost does go down to the play zone, however, just as Danny goes down as well. So GME are going to come out of this game pretty early on. 7 teams still alive. J4F decides to just fall back after that first knock from Jordan. They have not engaged in that direction, not anymore. They still have SpaceX to take care of, though. They're right around the corner, right next to them. Forsaken Gaming still enjoying quite a good part of that high ground with FBO Truny, the only person challenging it. A great molly from Jordan, almost getting caught, though, and he's going to have to lay down and get some heals off. On the other hand, T4P is still up and still all 4 strong, coming up on the west side, or rather east side of the map right now, is looking right up on Jordan and Trick. Not able to spot them yet, though, and finally does spot them. Drops a couple of shots. Still not enough, though. Meanwhile, it does look like Truny got taken out. That is going to be it for Tequila Shots as well. Coming out in 6th position. Jordan and Trick on top, though. Jordan, another drop, and another drop. Hax goes down. Waymax goes down. What are you doing, Jordan? He's got 9 kills right now. Jordan is on fire. He's looking down on SpaceX. He's looking down on J4F. If you're breathing, Jordan's looking at you. You better be careful.
Exactly. Don't move, because you're only going to die.
And there you go. Now Delusion is just going to drive off, get a better position in the zone. Still getting lit up from a distance, though. Chili is holding to the tree. SpaceX is just about dismantled up in that zone. They do have just about that edge of the zone. They're smoking their way in right now. The Daddy Go-To coming in on top. Jordan gets lit up from a distance just a little bit, but gets that heal off right on time. He's going to look down at Go-To, just about to spot him. Spots him, drops him. There he goes. It looks like Go-To is definitely going down after this zone. Junie's trying to make his way up, but it doesn't look like he's going to do much from that position either. Clown comes right back around on Jordan. Jordan comes back down, looks up on Clown, gets that thirst off on Go-To first, and is going to go back, regroup with the team first. Oh my god, dude. These two. Oh, Jordan Liu, your health. Oh my god. That nade would have been great if it really hit them both. But it did not, and now Jordan comes right back up, drops a couple of shots. Trick is still trying to hold T4P off as well, and both of them have just about given up on J4F and SpaceX, and that might just come into play, and that might just be the downfall of Forsaken Gaming, taking that attention away from J4F and SpaceX. Now, SpaceX Daddy Clown just about knocks Chili down. Trick is going to fall back, try to get some eyes up over there. Jordan is still trying to hold off T4P, though. Samson's getting close. Smiley's getting close. Dodges right there getting picked up. Zeno is up as well. All 4 up for T4P. Again, Samson gets caught. Trick with the flank this time. And another one down. Jordan goes Dodger.
2-man team just running through people. Another one.
Trick goes down, though.
But Zeng,
Jordan is the last one up. Zeno is the last one up.
Super short.
Jordan.
And here comes Daddy and Junie now. They hear the rush. They're usually trying to third party it.
Yep. Clown's right on top. Clown's gonna spot Jordan.
He's trying to pick up Dodger, I think.
Oh my god, Zeno with the shots, though.
Zeno the shot. Now are they able to now finish, kid? Now SpaceX, they knew Judy, they go down there and push super hard. But Delusion, still on the bottom down there, are still alive, saying, "Oh, I'm not done yet, buddies."
Yep, he's gonna bide his time with this 2v2. He knows what's up, and down and out goes T4P. Just as I'm not even able to finish my sentence. Daddy Clown with both the kills over there. Now it's a 1v2, not Delusion, not in the best of spots, but 1v2 is doable by literally anyone who's playing these screens. 1v2 is doable.
It's 1v1 now.
It is a 1v1 now, and both of them are not in zone. Delusion is closer to the zone, though. He might be able to pull a heal off over there, but he's got to be careful because it doesn't look like Clown even wants to go for a pickup at this point. He just wants to get zone because he realizes that Not Delusion's out of zone as well, and back-to-back nades, but down and out goes Not Delusion with that final nade from Daddy Clown. 8 kills for Daddy Clown this game, and that first spot for SpaceX as well, but what a game that was, man. That ending, though, every single time we see those endings are brutal for one or the other team for sure.
Yeah, because you think you're fighting, and all of a sudden you hear an explosion, and you hear the end of game song, and you're back in the lobby. So what a great match at the end of there with SpaceX finishing the #1 team, coming back and winning with 12 kills, second place, just for fun. With 6 kills, third place, Tasty for Peen with 8, 10, 11. Fourth place, Forsaken Gaming, the A team, with 9, 20 kills. We're coming fourth place with 20 kills.
He's got 11 kills.
Wow, Jordan is going off. 10 HP in fifth with 2 kills. 6 Tequila Shots with 3 kills. 7th, Men of 4 Bravo with 1 kill, and in 8th place we have OUTcast Bravo with 4 kills. As I take these photos, make sure that so I only have to watch 1 match tonight.
Yes, sir, you do. Well, I do appreciate.
Yeah.
It sounds like someone has one up against their mic, but I don't have the pen. But I kind of guess I know what you guys are talking about. It's not a pen though. But
when you get hyped up, you get that clicking. I hear it, but I'm like, he's getting hyped. He's just getting hyped.
Yeah, take it easy on the guy, man. It's not me though. It's the cat, man. Oh boy. I should just lock my room next time. Any which ways, I am gonna let you guys take over for now as I go pick up my wife from work. I'm late as it is, but man, these games were definitely insane. We have another interview set up again. I already have that shit set up, and we're gonna be joined by Brownie, by C-Dub, and of course MŠF Pickford right here is gonna take you through with the rest of the proceedings. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to leave pretty early tonight. I wasn't expecting it to be this long, man. But it was fun. 4 games.
Excitement.
Oh my God.
Excitement is what it is, brother.
It is
but
indeed.
Good luck.
Good luck picking up your wife and you don't get shit on. Yep.
Yeah, hopefully you don't get you're not too late and your wife doesn't murder you.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it's not gonna be murder. It's probably gonna be, well, now you stream from the couch, bro. Get out of here.
Have fun at that couch, bro. Stream all you want. Stream
Right?
have yourself a 24-hour stream while you're at it.
Yep. Well, okay, so I'm gonna let you guys take over for now. Again, taking you guys' leave. I do appreciate all of you stopping by. Drop those follows, drop those tips, drop those subs, whatever you have to do. Get those points in, get those tickets in, and get those giveaways from HyperX as well, and from MGC as well. Thank you for the sponsors. Thank you, Pickford, for accompanying me, and thank you, Brownie and Cita, for holding it out in the back. I'm gonna take the leave. You guys are on for the rest of the show.
And there we go. As we're finishing up now, as remember what we said earlier, that because I'm such a lucky guy, am going to be able to go and rewatch match 1. And then write down who did what. And I know that's going to be a lot of fun. So you're not going to get the final scores tonight. So I apologize for that. There was an issue with the photos getting taken in the first match. We debated what we should do, and it came down to the fact that because Forsaken Giving did so well, scored so many points, and if you took those points away, they would go from 1st place to 13th place, and that just wasn't fair. So because we didn't get the kill points, I'm gonna have to go and rewatch it and just track the kill feed. So it's not the end of the world. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, but with that said, we'll be able to get the proper scores. What I suggest is that once I finish the scores and I give them to Bliss and those guys, they're going to add them to the rest of the matches. And this is now the 7th overall event. So when you go into the scrims, we had this is week 4, right? So we had 3 times it's 12. No, 27th. Yeah, because we had 12 plus 12, 24 plus now these 4. So 28. Once you see 28 matches played for the team, for the teams, you'll know that the scores are up to date. If you see the scores that still have 24 or 25 or 26 or 27, it's not fully up to date. It's not fully up to date. You see each team has 28 games played. No, but it'll definitely be up to date well before Wednesday. Like I said, I'm going to go in there tonight, get those scores to Brian and those guys. They'll be able to update it and do what they have to do, and we'll go from there. So it should not be that big of an issue. So C-Dub, I know that you have to do a giveaway for the Claw Socks because I have to get to work on these other scoring because I still have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. Let me tell them they have about a 10-second warning.
I just want to see who wins, and then I'm going to, once we see who wins, I am going to beat feet and get working on this video on demand, and you guys can close it out, and to all the happies and the goodbyes, and good luck.
You won't be able to see the VOD until the stream's over, so.
Well, hurry up and get it done. So okay, well, I'm going to use the bathroom first and punch the wall because I have to do it. But then after that, then I'll be ready to do it and get on it.
The scores are
If you go,
updated by the way.
if you go into video, I can watch the video immediately. It just only goes up to where you guys left off.
Okay.
But who won? Well, who won though? I want to know who won the claw socks.
We are doing that right. Come on, guys. And cut off.
Is that Mrs. Bliss? Mr. Shop? Mrs. Bliss, yeah.
Jordan got in just a little late. All right, drawing a winner. Mob Man's Too Good.
Who? Mob Man?
Mob Man's Too Good.
I don't know who that is. Do we know who that person is? Is that Mob from BDE?
He's in chat.
Congratulations, Mob Man.
Want to type in? There we go. I do want to make sure that it's the right person before I message them. I know if it's not Mob, it's someone just mocking Mob, I'll message Mob and be like, hell yeah, that was me. Here's my address.
Give me the claw socks.
That's what I would do. Yeah, that was me, bro. But
it was me. Give me those bad boys.
Yep.
Well, there we go. Getting to work. So good luck, boy. Another great match. I want to see. I wish I knew who it was, but like I said, as soon as I get it done, they'll get it updated. Probably by the time you get up tomorrow, it'll probably be updated, and you'll be able to check out those scores and see where we're at as we get well through week 4. So I am gonna head over to the VOD and get to work.
If you want the prediction from the person who's doing the scores, considering that they have 50 points,
I think it's Forsaken.
Yeah, I do too.
But
yeah.
I think it's Forsaken Gaming. But like I said, everybody else is gonna have to think about theirs and blah blah blah. And if I don't get it started, I'll never get it started. So
good luck, Pickford.
Thank you, sir.
So, I believe C-Dub that Mr. Voodoo
has to go as well, right?
I think he's already gone. I think it's our job to close it out now.
Oh, we're just streaming open. Okay.
Yes, we are, and I believe we're just going to raid it, and it should cut it when we raid. So I don't know if you want to do your thing.
Yeah. So yeah, let me get this message out to Mobman so that he can find me, and then we'll do it. But in the meantime, we would like to say thank you, number 1, to everybody who participated. We cannot do it without you. Number 2, everyone who's just coming to watch. Number 3, of course, HyperX for supplying all the great prizes. Mobile Gaming Core as well, who has given a prize literally every day of this season. Made it so much better than what it would have been. And that will be it. Everybody else, you're going to listen to Dead Air for the next 3 minutes until the stream catches up. And then we are going to raid Brownie.
Slow aim.
Gonna raid slow aim. See y'all. Heading back out of this chat, Brownie.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, 다들 하지 뻔한 이야기, her brain fried. My lady papa Zenny, other lady popping Molly, why she waiting on me? 여긴 나의 area, 여긴 my area. Keep on heading if you want, I drive it like you know. I don't wanna hear you, 지겹잖아 이제 넌 like I'm Bango, cutting my hair. I just keep going though, 소신껏 날 믿고 I fly non-stop, Kelly에서 New York 구름 위로 hop on. Drive out and riding birds, honeyberry counting gobs. I do what I wanna do, 그게 나의 문의원. 너넨 꿈꾸지 말만 많지, just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Get to know me and I 내 flow가 잡은 눈이 분위기는 chill. Fendi snakes on my barrel, yeah I'm feeling first class. Yo, it don't cash flow. Ooh, pop it on my glass. Ooh, pop that pass. Ooh, smoke that gas. Cash play, blackjack, monkeys on my pick. 100, 200, multiply. Dollar sound, smile, lullaby. Come on, never sleep on me. Eyes on my chain, 숙여 너의 고개를 what you looking at. Food 너의 눈, 허리 멍청했고. Find your comfort from another, yeah. I go low like undercover, yeah. Wanna know my name, 죽지 않은 일은 위에 부어버려 기름. Yes, you can even guess me, cause I'm baby. High low 확실해, not like maybe. Baby, let me welcome to my palace. Tatiana Alice, you just keep on wondering. You just keep on wonder, Tatiana Alice, but 너의 memory. I just pop a bin, Danny have been. 나는 걸어 Boeing 747, I get weak, get ready. Like I wanna get late, 준비해 빨리. We ain't got a lot of time, man, wavy night. Jameson hit the rock bottom. 잃어버린 정신머리들, yeah, I got 'em, yeah, I shot 'em. 모든 problems, 언제까지 기다려야 할래, now gone, yeah. friend or my foe. I'm a extra throw, yeah, she give me that clean eyes roll. I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays feel like no one understand me. I'm good at artists, silly, I'm block, Bambi. Baby's yellow, text. She wanna eat me like candy. Running through racks, track me. I run up the racks like an athlete. Big facts, you're the dick, 6 flags. Ballin' like dick flags, told her I love her. I ain't really mean that, yeah. Nowadays these people like fun. Remember way back she was love. These bitches sneaky can't cover. I got 4 hoes that went to. I remember. Remember I was selling dog food, no kibbles, just to give me some scribble. Remember I was really on the block like Tetris, just to give me some chip. Surfing, rock in the parking lot, my weed lighter, like the gay bubble lot. I be on her mind like non-stop, yeah, had to cut the little thought, no tomahawk. Remember smoking blunts with my friends, seconds a couple of days, yeah, lost a lot to the fan. That's the shit got me upset, but at 8, then I finally started getting funky with side. 4-4, I'm a zombie, this a girl, what she want. These little boys think I'm cocky. My bitch real like Mary Poppins. Yo, bitch feel like an ice. Smoking on killer, I eat a coffee. My bitch drip like Mary Poppins. Yo, bitch feel like an ice. Smoking on killer, I eat a coffee. Nowadays these people have friends. Remember way back she was love. These bitches